Guys, if we had 8,000 likes to this video, the next Chasing Brady episode will be out on Friday, and then the next one is going to be out on Sunday and Tuesday until we pass Brady in rings. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chasing Brady, where I am going to be attempting over a multi-season Chiefs rebuild to pass Tom Brady in Super Bowls. As you guys know, Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes now has 3. Through a multi-season franchise, I will attempt to do the impossible and make Patrick Mahomes the consensus greatest of all time. This team is very interesting. They got a really young defense. They don't necessarily have a true number 1 receiver. Travis Kelce has said probably this next season will be his last as he's going to retire. Their O-line all needs to be paid. Guys, this is going to be one of the most intense, fun challenges of my career. Let's go chase Tom Brady and make the Chiefs the greatest dynasty in sports history. Let's go.
Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. No, we can't lose. Are you ready? Grab your cleats, go and tie your shoes. Are you ready? It's wartime. No, we can't lose. When we hit the field, EA know we run the game. Talking 100-yard dash, headed to the Hall of Fame. Who else do you know? Going 17-0. When you mentioning the greatest, boy, just check our Super Bowls. We crash your jet, but the Bills got no hope. We swim with a shark, with a fin to a goat. Like corn on the street, call a play TD. We play been a man, but they won't get beat. Who else do you know? Going 17-0. When you mentioning the greatest, boy, just check our Super Bowls. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to chase the greatest of all time with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs in my first ever long-term Kansas City franchise, where I am going to try and make Mahomes the greatest of all time, and with the overall goal of passing Tom Brady. But bam, look on the screen. You can see 2023 Super Bowl they won. 2022 Super Bowl they ended up winning. 2019 Super Bowl they ended up winning. He has 3 Super Bowls. Tom Brady, as you guys know, has 7. I am going to be doing a long-term, full-season rebuild of this team. We're starting in present day. It is the off-season. There's a million things that we got to discuss. There's a million decisions that need to be made. But first thing I want to say is I am so freaking excited for this. Absolutely just pumped to see how this goes. Obviously, we have Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, but the roster itself is good, but not necessarily loaded. And that's one thing that makes this kind of a fun franchise, is they got a lot of good players. Their defense, I have to pay Chris Jones. He might say no. I get kind of one chance to see if I can get Chris Jones to say. Defensively, they got a lot of young players who could become really, really, really interesting. But they're a fun roster. Receivers, they have no superstar receivers. No one's emerged. Rashee Rice, I feel like he could become that new number 1 that leads and helps kind of the player like Tom Brady had Edelman, Welker, who he won a ton of Super Bowls. Maybe Rashee Rice is that guy. Travis Kelce is getting older. His retirement is going to be very, very, very soon. I don't know how many years I even would have left. Isaiah Pacheco is just an absolute superstar. I'd love to see him as a superstar and kind of have a breakout year. But let's begin talking right now about contracts. First thing, these are the people that we need to pay. Mike Edwards, friend of the channel, one of the first friends of the channel, one of my favorite people in the league. A big reason I want to do this franchise is because of Mike Edwards. Such a big fan of him as a guy. He's been in multiple videos. Great guy, worst Madden player. I am going to, that was my first priority. I want to bring back Mike. Sneed, this is where it gets tough. Sneed wants 3 by 20 million, and Jones wants 2 by about 26 million. I can't afford both of them, meaning I am going to have to decide between, essentially, this is the way I kind of look at this. I can either bring back Mecole and Sneed or Chris Jones. Chris Jones being the guy that he is, it's difficult to think of a world without him on the team. Like, truly, oh my gosh. This is the first big decision of the entire franchise. The thing is, Sneed has no interest. Sneed doesn't want to play for us anymore. So I feel like he's one that, for that much, I feel like he's less valuable than Chris Jones, bringing him back to kind of be the leader of the defense. So I'm actually leaning towards letting Sneed walk and keeping Chris Jones. Chris Jones is such a big part of this team. I feel like to lose Chris Jones right off the bat would just be an absolutely devastating. Now, that being said, we're in re-sign. This is the final stage. I get one offer. So if I were to give him this offer, it would leave me with only $12 million in cap space, which is insane. It's hard to say how much I want to offer him to ensure a good chance that Chris Jones stays for 2 years. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I think he's worth it, but then I'm also worried about the future. But I just don't want to picture this defense without him. Let's go! Chris Jones is coming back. We can't afford these guys. I can't bring back Snead. I gotta say goodbye. As much as I absolutely love him, it just isn't going to work out. Mecole Hardman, I feel like he kind of earned a deal. I don't want to be on this team without him. 4x6, I'm happy to bring back Mecole. But Snead, Derek Nottie, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, all these guys are going to go. Snead's probably the most difficult one to let walk because he is such a face of this team. But it just comes down to money. It's kind of a Tyreek Hill thing. Even though he's an absolute stud and great, we just don't have the money. Part of the troubles that comes with having such a good team is your money is going to be limited. Chris Jones being as good as he is, I don't want to picture this defense without him. And I think him, even though he wanted $28 million a year for the next 2 seasons, he's going to put our chances of winning way, way, way up. And we're just going to have to find a way with McDuffie to rebuild. Look at the secondary. Without Snead and no money, definitely look in the draft. We got to figure out secondary. We got to bring in some guys to hopefully help out with this because we are going to be really, really, really light. He's going to get a bag in free agency as he deserves. But my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know where Ward is either. Tre'Davious Ward, I don't know if he accidentally got cut when they were doing the sim or something. I think I should be able to get him back on the team. Sometimes when they do it, there's mistakes. But we're going to go to free agency, and then we're going to talk draft and free agency. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, free agency one. Part of being a YouTuber is realizing when you are an absolute idiot. I said Ward, and I was thinking of the 49ers. I just watched the game. I'll own it. I'm going to leave it in. I could try and bury that, throw that into the absolute deep depths of YouTube, me looking for Ward on the Kansas City Chiefs, but I'm going to leave that in. Hate me if you want. I don't care. Let's talk about this. We only have $20 million in free agency. Let's talk about the draft because obviously we're at pick number 32. We can't really discuss these players. What are the Kansas City Chiefs' biggest needs? To me, I list them in order of, and I think this is where we should go through the entire roster, and I should kind of tell you guys where I think this team needs people the most. Obviously, Mahomes, Pacheco. I don't think the receiver room needs anything crazy. They have interesting prospects, maybe long-term, but I think Hardman and Rashee Rice are good enough at that spot. This is where I feel like we are in a bit of shambles, okay? Our tackles. You watch that game? Dude, he was getting pressured like crazy. They need a tackle. However, where we're picking, that's not necessarily easy to get. They got a great interior line in Joe Thuney. And like I said, I'm going to do my little roster breakdown right now. Rashee Rice, Kadarius Toney is a very interesting player in this game. Someone who I've always liked because of his change of direction. He's so quick. He's so agile. Mecole Hardman's another one. He's only 26 years old. He's not the best overall, but he's kind of that burner, and clearly Mahomes liked him. They brought him back. But Rashee Rice has your best chance to kind of become elite. He's got your best chance to become an X Factor, take over, do a lot of crazy things. I know he has that potential because I feel like you see it. He looks so fast out there too. I promise he's faster than that. Travis Kelce, you already know what you're going to get with Travis Kelce. Superstar X Factor, just gets open, finds a way to get open. You don't have to worry about your tight end position for this year, but in the future, you might. They do have Noah Gray, who plays a little bit, who potentially when he goes, I can kind of pass the torch to Noah Gray. But I think probably 2 years down the line, look for us to try and kind of replace that. Running back wise, we no longer have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but we do have Pacheco. But Pacheco is getting awfully close. I think he's got maybe 2 more left out $1 million. He's going to want a lot of money at some point, so he's got to make that leap. Defensive line-wise, George Karlaftis. I would love to make this guy a superstar. I think he does a lot of things really well. His finesse moves aren't great, but he's a powerful guy. Star dev, kind of a beast. I really, really, really like him. And then Falik and Duke Uzuma, I believe is how to say it. 81 speed, 82 acceleration. He's a beast as well as a 72 overall speed rusher. I don't know what the long term is for those guys, but I do think they have chances to become elite pass rushers. At least in the first year, I don't know if I would look. The only thing I would consider drafting is maybe a faster version of them. Someone who's just a little bit quicker to be like more of like a, both of them are similar where they're like kind of power rushers. To bring in like a true speed rusher might interest me. Nick Bolton's an absolute stud. Right outside linebacker, we have none. This is our DB crew as of right now. As of this second, McDuffie, shout out to the University of Washington. People ask me all the time, Brett, what's your favorite college team? It's University of Washington. And it's not only because of this year. It's the only, I've been to 2 of their games, and I've spent the most time in my life in Seattle than any other city in America. Like, by far, I've spent the most time in Seattle. So, UW, shout out to him. Favorite UW player of all time is Bishop Sankey. Shout out to Bishop Sankey. But one of the coolest games I was at, Washington versus Oregon, when Mariota, DeAnthony Thomas, Bishop Sankey, such a good game. I was there. Jalen Watson is 25 years old. He's 89 speed at 6'2". He's a bronze. I don't necessarily know. They have a good defense, and they're tall. Like, I like Joshua Williams is tall. He's 1 speed upgrade away from being really, really, really interesting. Keith Taylor is also tall. Like, they have a super tall DB crew, but like, just, you got to play zone. Like, dudes are going to get burnt. This Brian Cook's a stud at safety. I'd like to see him develop 90 speed, 92 acceleration. I don't feel like safety, just like a true one, is a super necessary. As a user, I have Justin Reed, and then up top, who I just paid a lot of money to stay, is friend of the channel, Mike Edwards. Love Mike Edwards' sleeves. He's got, his swag is very, very, very good. Harrison Bucker at kicker. That kind of describes the roster. So now that I've described the roster, we can briefly look at free agency and the draft. Even though free agency, I don't intend on really overspending. Snead, you can see, has 7 offers. I expected that 100%. The only player that I would consider like PQ, I love Patrick Queen. The only thing I would consider is trying to bring in kind of a DB in case we can't totally get all of our DBs. I would love to bring in a DB for 1 year. Adoree Jackson. Now, free agency just started, so I will have to pay him a little bit. But I actually think the player that interests me most to bring in, and I don't have a ton, I'm not rich by any means, I would offer a player friendly. And this is one thing I want to address. This is an online franchise. So you guys get mad at me all the time for overpaying when you don't realize that I'm bidding against 32 other players. To me, Adoree Jackson would actually be a decent, like, kind of replacement and someone that I really, really, really like. And I think he's got decent interest in playing for us. Like, he's got high interest in being on the team. USC guy. I feel like he would fit in really good here as kind of, I don't intend on spending a lot of money. Snead is going to get about 29 million, 30 million. I love him. Like I said, I just couldn't afford him is what it came down to. Receivers, Pittman Jr. All these guys are going to be overpays, and I rarely ever spend money year one. So I'm not planning on really going after any of these guys because I just don't have the money to do it. So we'll talk kind of as we go, and then we're going to get into the draft because the draft is an incredibly important part of this thing. Okay, did I get him? I think I did. My signings? Guys, that is, could not think of a better signing. Not necessarily like he's a 78 overall DB, but he is a DB that, like, we're kind of desperately, and that whole area took a beating. And I know that that's just like a spot that I'm going to have to try and address. So now at DB, we at least add a little bit of speed. It's still an area that I do want to draft, but he kind of moves in as a potential, like, if they do end up losing Snead, and I don't believe they've paid Snead. I want to make sure of that. Snead contract. Yeah, no. So they haven't signed him. I just wanted to make sure of that so that you guys weren't like, they signed him in real life, you're not signing him. No, they don't have him signed. So that's kind of what our depth chart looks like right now. Now, looking at players that I'm most interested in the draft at pick number 32, to me, it starts with the offensive line. And obviously DBs as well. There's McKinstry, Nate Wiggins. There's a lot of good players here. Nate Wiggins out of Clemson, Javen Bullard, James Williams. There's good DBs for sure. Denzel Burke, McKinstry. A lot of these guys, Cooper DeJean's an interesting one. If we're talking DB. But tackles, there's Joe Alt, Patrick Paul. There's kind of 3 really good left tackles. And then at right tackle, you got 2. You got Latham, potentially 3 if you count Mims, and Fuga out of Oregon State. Tight end, you obviously got these guys. But I think the main players that I'm kind of looking for are Olu Fashanu, Joe Alt, Patrick Paul. Those players are all really intriguing to me. Mims, like, I need someone to protect Patrick Mahomes. That's really, really, really important in the long term of this franchise, to have somebody who can come in and actually, like, just protect him, to put it as simple as I can. Jack Sawyer is a stud as well. If he were to fall, like, these are some of the players that maybe would add a little bit more of a speed aspect to our defensive line that I'm interested in. But overall, let's get the draft going. I'm not signing any more free agents, so let's draft. Guys, the Bears ended up, I know they were shopping Justin Fields, but they ended up keeping Justin Fields and drafting Marvin Harrison. Oh, this is a little bit interesting. I do not know what the Patriots are going to do here. So Harrison Jr. goes number 1 overall. The Bears end up keeping Fields, not trading back and getting him the best QB. Jaden Daniels is going to go to the Patriots. That's a good pick. These are all very, I'm surprised it wasn't Drake May. Jared Verse also goes top. As like I said, we don't pick until pick 32. I'm just hoping everyone is so like, wow, with all the skill players. It's a good receiver class, and I just hope everyone just forgets about the DBs and everyone forgets about the tackles. That's all I care about. I just would love nothing more than to get one of these tackles. Like, truly, it's what we need the most. Watch the game, it's what we need the most. Okay, I will see you kind of as we go in this. Okay, so right now we are about 4 picks away. This is when we can kind of start discussing everything that's going on. Joe Alt is still here. That is that's the most shocking thing. Joe Alt and JC Latham are both available. JC Latham is, I would maybe, oh my gosh, but dude, Latu's here too. I've never had him. I maybe would take, I think that's a real fall. Like, to me, I've never seen him fall this much in the draft. Ever. Like, I've never seen him. Him and Jack Sawyer are both studs. The reason I would get him is because pass rush is the most important position in the game. Oh my gosh. If he's there, what's his 40 IRL? He is a beast, dude. Yeah, he got like a 90 overall. His pass rush is a 98% on Draft Buzz. Oh gosh. TSAP, I swear if your sweaty paws take him, I'm going to lose my mind. He's here. Guys, I just don't think you say no to this. I don't think you say no to this. I think this is a fall. The 2 options, Joe Alt went. I'm taking the best player on the board. Boom! Let's go, man! I'll take it all freaking day. Latu, he was the best player on the board, and he's a stud. 6'5", 265 pounds, 23 years old, out of UCLA. That's a good pickup. I was kind of in the market for pass rush, defense, all of the above. The tackle that I wanted got taken, I believe, 1 pick before by TSAP. And if Joe Alt was there, I think I would have went Joe Alt. But Latu being here, dude, like, A, finesse moves, A, power moves. I think he's mock draft. If I look at mock draft central, like, I'm pretty sure he's expected to go pretty early in the, like, he's kind of a top 15 pick. Some people have him going 30. I feel like we got a steal with him at that spot. We get a speed rusher, someone with good finesse moves, good power moves, someone who can get to the quarterback. I love this pick. You saw with Dallas Turner how much this can help. Good stuff. Now, next round is when I'm going to start to look tackle because there is good depth at that position. Okay, so we are currently 5 picks away. The players that so there's Javon Foster and Patrick Paul are both still there. I do feel like that's a really obvious position of need. Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice's son, is there, but I don't like his catch in traffic. I don't like whenever I see F, I just think I could probably get better value later. We'll see who gets taken, but I'm in between probably taking one of these two guys. Okay, Paul or Foster? Foster has A, pass block, and B, awareness, which tells me that he will be a good player. A, pass block. He's a little slower. They're like the same player. I think I've had Patrick Paul before. And that just made my decision. I think TSAP just took him. I think Javon Foster here is a good... He's a power guy, 6'5", 319 pounds. A, pass block. A, impact. B, awareness. I don't necessarily think he's going to be insane, but he's going to be a tackle. And it's a position of need. I'm cool with it. 6'5", 319 pounds. 88 strength. He moves decent. It's a good offensive lineman for this stage of the draft. And the A, pass block and the B, awareness tells me that he's not going to be bad whatsoever. He's realistically, we just drafted our starter at left tackle. There's going to be some growing pains. It's not going to be perfect, but he's going to be able to get better. His age was my biggest concern, the fact that he's 24 years old. But hopefully that means that his overall might be a little bit better. 6'5", 319 pound. Javon Foster. Let's go. Okay, guys. Jerry Rice. Oh, he's still here. I kind of want to bring him in. It wasn't necessarily the position of need I was looking for. It wasn't. But I do think I want to bring him in. I'm going to draft Brendan Rice at this spot. 92 speed, 6. I like him as a prospect a lot. That's Jerry Rice's son. For those of you guys who don't know that, I think that could be a really cool story. And to get him in the 3rd round, to me, is a huge dub. Not 84 change of direction, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. I love this pick. I absolutely love this pick. 210 pounds. Hopefully, if he were to actually go to the Chiefs, bro, maybe we got the next Jerry Rice right here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, round number 4. I want to bring in a DB in this round. I just don't know. There's just not going to be a lot here. But I do want to bring in a DB that we can maybe start and see if we can get a lucky breakout. Woody Washington out of Oklahoma. His speed is only decent. Speed poor. Bro, these guys are not the cream of the crop. Blades Jr., speed poor. This is not the cream of the crop, DB-wise at all. Speed solid for still. I don't know. Sure. Hey, that's not bad. I actually will take that for a last pick. 6'2", 90 speed out of Maryland is solid. Okay, that's our last pick. Let's go see how we did. Okay, let's go see the draft recap. You can see we only have $5 million. Boom. Let's go, man. Oh my gosh. I feel like I drafted a stud. I feel like this was the steal of the draft. I'm sorry. I cannot believe that he was here. People just don't value pass rushers like I do. To me, it's the most important thing winning-wise. Dallas Turner won us so much. Foster's a 72 overall. That could have been better. And his pass protection rating kind of is bad. Brendan Rice is a 71 overall. He might actually start a little bit for us. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 82 catching for Brendan Rice. I love that pick. And Chris Jenkins. Tareep Still is a 67. And then Jenkins, who we got, he's a 71. It's freaking cold. Has my window been open? Oh my gosh, I am so cold. Tareep Still probably is going to play, but I'm most excited for Brendan Rice and Latu, and then Javon Foster is obviously going to play as well. I'm going to go look at them as college players. I'm going to match the equipment. I'm going to try and match up the faces as best as I can, and we'll see you guys in preseason week 1. Okay, so as far as my focus players, I want it to be Rashee Rice, Brendan Rice are 2 of the main ones. And then on defense, Trent McDuffie. I kind of need him to become the new Snead. I know it's probably going to be controversial not keeping Snead. I don't know for sure that they're going to be able to in real life. That's a huge contract that he is going to get. So that's kind of the predicament. But we'll see you preseason week 3. Hopefully we get a mentorship. Okay, this is awesome. Wide receiver mentorship. Coach, I know you're frustrated with Sky Moore. Dude couldn't hold on to anything. I don't know if Sky Moore is really in my long-term plans. I'm more thinking Rice, and Nicole are kind of my 3 receivers that I'd like to try and make as good as possible. We do get a training camp standout, which is excellent. Nick Bolton, ooh, that's beautiful. Football IQ, +5 play rec. That'll probably raise his overall significantly. We got the... Dude, no way. I got TSAP week 1. That's so tough. Yo, shout out to the schedule makers of this. I get to play TSAP and the 49ers. Go check out his point of view. I'm going Chiefs. He's going 49ers. We thought that would be a lot of fun. I cannot believe that's week number 1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, season goal. Let's set it. You got to go win the Super Bowl. This is not a situation where I can be going for layups or I could be going like, oh, if I make the playoffs year 1, like, no, this is a squad. You have Patrick Mahomes, but if we could get the pieces around us, even better. Now, I tried to make the players, I just can't believe I got Latu at that spot. I genuinely think that's one of my favorite, like, pickups I've ever had in any draft. And, like, one of the biggest steals of the draft that I've ever had. Mahomes at quarterback, as you guys know. Pacheco is going to be our main running back. Now, how I'm doing, I'm going to start Brendan Rice. It's going to be Rice, and Hardman are going to be my 3 receivers. I'm going to give Brendan Rice a chance. Javon Foster is going to be our starter over there. Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, and Trey Smith, an excellent interior line. And then Jawan Taylor out of Florida. George Karlaftis is going to be on that side. Right end is going to be... this is where it's difficult because I think I want to go Latu there because I want him like as a pass rusher no matter what set that I'm in. And then defensive tackle Chris Jones too. If you watch that Super Bowl and you're like, why did you re-sign Chris Jones? I just don't know if I can take your word for it. I think you're crazy. I'm going to give this to Reeb Still a chance. Williams, obviously. Cook up top. Mike Edwards at strong safety. That kind of goes without saying. Nick Bolton is going to be playing in certain sets, but as a user, I'm going to lean heavily towards Brian Cook maybe. And then I'll actually put someone... Oh, this sucks. Connor's kind of a stud too. Rush right end is going to be Latu. Rush... No. Sorry, my phone. How unprofessional of me. George Karlaftis, Chris Jones is going to be there. And then sub linebackers, as I said. And slot cornerback is going to be Trent McDuffie. Guys, this is about to be a movie. I'm so excited for this. I think we had a great draft. I'm excited to see Latu out there. Hopefully we can bring some pressure. I still have upgrades to do. And we get to play Purdy in week 1. Like, how poetic is this? Nobody hates this team more than the 49ers. He's won 2 Super Bowls against the San Francisco 49ers. Clearly has their number, and I got to play TSAP with them. First upgrade is going to be Trent McDuffie, which I absolutely love. He's going to go up to an 88 overall, +2 awareness, which is awesome. Isaiah Pacheco is going to get an upgrade as well. I want to try and get him to superstar. Pacheco is a superstar with the speed and quickness that he has is really, really, really intriguing. And just like the more abilities that we can get with him, the better. Rashee Rice is a stud. Cannot say that enough. We all saw it. Like this guy is a winner. I think they do have a legitimate number 1 receiver. Hence why I didn't feel like I had to take like a Rome Odunze or any of those guys that maybe would have I think Rome got picked like pick number 28. He fell. George Karlaftis gets an upgrade as well, which is beautiful. Guys, with all this being said, it's time to play. Let's go. Oh, this is so disgusting. With the way he plays, Chase Young. Oh my gosh, Pacheco! Oh my. First play, Isaiah. We could have been gone. We really, really, really could have been gone right there. The lane was there. 100% the lane was there. Shoot.
Mahomes now to throw.
Brendan Rice. Dot. Welcome to the team, Brendan. As I said, I'm starting Rice as my 2. Mecole Hardman's out there. So I don't want you to like be thinking that Mecole Hardman's not going to be playing. Mecole Hardman's 100% going to be playing, but Brendan Rice is going to be my second receiver because I feel like he's young, the upside's there, and it's Brendan Rice. I just feel like that's a really cool story if we can somehow pull that off. I think that would be really, really, really neat. Mahomes. Like, this is what I'm saying about Pat. On the run, life is fun. Shut him up. Boom. In the sun. Laser. Throw it in front of him. Kelce, let's go. Travis Kelce in between the zone. Patrick Mahomes. I got to stop doing puns for every single catch. I think that's going to get old.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to
good try, Rice.
within the run ignition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Dot. Brendan Rice. Oh my. Welcome to Kansas. I love. He's a 3rd round pick. To get Brendan Rice, 92 speed, 6'3". That's tough, man. That is tough. Okay. 7-0. Let's play a little bit of defense. Our defense is going to be interesting. Like, Latu is going to make this defense so incredibly fun. I promise you.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Yep. Latu. I like number 40 on him, too. He's going to be a fan favorite, I think. I just still, I know I'm a broken record at this point, but I quite honestly cannot believe that that's who I got with that pick. Like, this D-line is now really interesting. And Chris Jones in the middle, D-linemen win Super Bowls, not DBs. I promise you, D-linemen win Super Bowls. Oh my gosh. Shut him up, Chris Jones! Oh my gosh, Chris! You're so good. That's unbelievable to watch. Watch out for Kittle here. I'm gonna man up you on Kittle. I'm gonna man up you on him.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
Dude, that is ridiculous. But realistic, I definitely was. I was early. That was early. Who's over there? That's still, bro.
And the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls.
Jones, though, already made a huge play.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Come here. Yep. Under pressure and accurate. We got him 4th down again. I'm just mixing in pressure against Purdy, and I know what he wants to throw when I show certain looks. So I'm kind of trying to make decisions that confuse him a little bit.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
Dude. I guarantee there's a lot of people mad right now. But I can only get one of them. Give me Chris Jones. I'm all about the D-line, bro. D-line freaking university. Well done. Oh my gosh, that's a snuggie. Get out of there. Get out of there, Rashee Rice. Yeah. His juke move's really good. That's an underrated thing about him. His juke move is actually super tough. Okay, 6 for 7 for Mahomes to start. These receivers, as we go, the abilities are going to come. We're going to, like, make them better. There's so much potential, and I can't wait to kind of utilize it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right.
Kelce, feet! Boom! Let's go, man. Hey, that's the connection. Red zone. If you're not doubling Travis Kelce, I have him. I don't know how long before he retires. I have him. I promise you, that's my first read every single time. I could see him retiring potentially after this year if I don't win. But easy money, good throw, 14 zip.
See what they can do here. Not a ton of
time left, but enough certainly to get
Bro.
points out of this drive. And
Matthew.
right now, 'cause they're
Oh
trailing.
my.
This is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
He's there. He's there. He's there. He's there. I promise he's there.
More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
Mike Edwards. Shut him up, Mike. I love you. Go, Mike. Dude, I gotta send him a video right now. KC franchise. First game, pick 6.
How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run
Coverage,
it was.
like, that's crazy. He just somehow stayed with Kittle like that. No idea how. Beautiful. 21 zip.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Got him. Latu. Oh, no, that was George Karlaftis. Bro, this D-line, you win games. Sorry, my blanket's getting in the way. You win games with D-line. No one will convince me different in Madden. You won't convince me that KOs are more important than a good D-line. I'm old school. I know KOs are the move. Everyone wants safety KOs. No. I just want pass rush. Give me pass rush. TSAP is 1 for 5 right now. This is not normal.
And try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to
Snuggie.
implement it.
No way. I think that was Reed who got burnt there, unfortunately. Shoot. It's all right.
Purdy from the gun. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, gosh.
Able to find the open man.
Oh, I thought he was going to run out of room. I'm currently running a 4-down lineman set just to try and continue to get pressure on him. That's kind of the goal here, is just try my best to continue to get pressure. I kind of know what he wants to go to here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, that's the new dude. Yeah, that's the new dude. That's tough. Good throw. That's in between cover 4. He threw that to the right side of his zone, and that was well played. Okay, Mahomes, do not let them come back. Oh, you just can't run. It's ridiculous. You can't run against this squad at all. You got 3 superstars on that line, and they're all good. Like, no one on that line is bad whatsoever. That's the problem. Brendan Rice again. Go, Brendan. Nice thing about Mahomes, he sends his entire team. I'm able to make a really quick check, get the ball out of my hands, get it to a young receiver who kind of, to start the year, looks like he's going to be really good. Dot again. Guess who? Brendan Rice, laser. Over the middle. Well done, Pat. Go, Pacheco. Good run, Pacheco.
Now here's Mahomes.
Travis Kelce. Stud. How he caught that? Probably, realistically, I couldn't tell you how he just caught that, but he did. Thank you.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Pacheco, good, tough, hard running.
Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Shouldn't have thrown that. Okay, that's one. I get one mistake. For whatever reason, oh gosh, for whatever reason, I did not think he was going to stick to that. Okay, that's all right. Oh, I was trying to end the game right there. That was a stupid move, 100%. That's pathetic. The fact that we had no pressure, that's pathetic.
Here's Purdy to throw. He's going to let it fly. All right. Here's Purdy.
Wow. As soon as I left it, keep him in bounds, though. That's a win. To keep him in bounds there is definitely a win.
Purdy to throw. And this throwing Purdy.
Nope.
And this one incomplete.
It's good defense. Okay, I think I would guess he's going to go onside here. Okay, get this onside, get 3. We probably win the game. Brendan Rice, I'm putting a lot of pressure on you having you in this spot. And he got that clean, super clean.
On his side of the field, sees that the ball's moved to the middle.
Dot. That should be GG's. That should be GG's. Nice catch, Kelce. Okay, victory formation. GG's in the chat. Let's go, man. Good game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first game, we get a Brendan Rice upgrade. He was good. He was clutch. I made one really dumb decision. Mike Edwards made maybe my favorite play of the game when he absolutely put George Kittle in a snuggie trying to run across the middle. Either way, GG's week 1. Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, week number 2 going up against the Cleveland Browns. Now, we started with Cleveland Browns. Wow, that was bad. The game, like, we got, not necessarily our schedule gets, but when you're the Chiefs, you're going to have opportunities against teams that you're better than. The first week was not, that was a very even matchup. Like, could not be more even. +2 acceleration for him, which is awesome. These are the matchups that are a little bit more like, you know what? I might be the A side in this matchup. The nice thing about when I run dime, I can play all these guys. So I can play all of my edge rushers in those dime packages, and that's what I was doing against Taylor, and it was working. Isaiah Buggs is a new guy. He's probably realistically not going to play for me that much. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, I don't see him playing a whole lot, but it is what it is. Week 2, Cleveland Browns week. Rice was our best receiver. I'd like to build on that. Rice and Rice. I know I say that, and you're like, bro, which Rice? Well, both of them were amazing. But let's just keep buzzing. Caleb Williams. Baker Mayfield has. I want to do a Bucks franchise at some point. That would be a lot of fun. But week 2, let's get it. Go Pacheco. Come on. That's all right. The run game's important. Important to me that I try and find a way to establish it. I don't want to become one-dimensional with this team because we don't really. If somebody had a bunch of like A-level wide receivers, I think we'd struggle. But I also want to be able to take risks. Like. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Rice almost had him. My goodness, that was almost a dodge.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Dot. Brendan, hold on to it. That'll be a big test, and he does. Cross-body, huge situation. Brendan Rice might end up being the face of the new face of the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, here I'm gonna actually look. Let's get a little play fake going here. Oof. Yep, Pacheco, you got room. Oh, Brett, you're juking. You're juking for no reason. Go, Isaiah. Okay, one of the first things I'm worried about. I want to make Pacheco a superstar. I feel like he is when you watch them play. The way he runs is one of my favorite running backs. That's number 1 on my to-do list. Make him a superstar.
Key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies.
That's a good play.
It's a nice young face.
Oh. That's a really good play. I gotta remember that Plumlee guy that he drafted, I think is the fastest receiver in the class. I think he's like 92 speed. Oh, shoot. Okay, good job. Promise he's in like a cover 0 or something. Yeah, that's tough. Miles, like, no matter who you are, how tough you are, nobody's tougher than Myles Garrett. That's part of growing up is realizing that. Like, you are just... Myles Garrett's just different. Just throw it to where just he can get it. Nice catch, Rice. Laser. Yep. Slide. Oh, he won. He won off the line. Go, Brendan. Go, Brendan. He won right off the line. I think either he shaded down or what I was expecting. I was actually looking for Kelce, but he just won immediately. Okay, beautiful. 14-7.
Now back to throw.
Oh, wow. I got to be better. I got to get over there. That's on me. Can't stop his run game right now at all. I could see this being a play action, honestly. No. Good defense, guys. Way to be, Mike Edwards.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Yep, just tackle Watson. Way to go. I like these are all really big DBs on this team. I think that's one thing that I like about, like, they're not the fastest, but they're all like 6'2", 6'3". You're not going to get pushed around on this defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Come on, Dory. Oh my gosh, finding Dory. He found him. He found Dory. Dory, look at Dory's still out there looking. He still doesn't know. Congrats, you found him. No, he's short. Oh my gosh, Nick Chubb. Oh, that's the Nick Chubb effect. He just finds a way. I should have played that much differently. I really should have played that a lot differently. That was shoot.
They'll try and throw for it. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Hold it. Yep.
It's Travis Kelce.
6 seconds remaining. I had a feeling I would go Kelce there.
22 yards there.
Here I can work the middle of the field. I can also try and throw the ball downfield. 2 options. 3 gets me +5, which I feel like is beneficial. So I'm going to try and just work the middle of the field. I'm not going to throw deep or anything. Ah, he got me. He got me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Good defense. Outrun him. Outrun him, Isaiah. Ah, it's all right. Shoot, I messed up on that last play. The play before that, I messed up. I was trying to work the middle or throw one of the drags, and he got to me. Okay, defense, we can stop him. He's been really good. I got to get more pressure from, like, interior pressure. I got to get more pressure from everybody. I know we can win this, though.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, my gosh.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Good throw. He's making all the right reads. See, when I'm trying to blitz him, he's doing an excellent job. Like,
this thrown quickly out to. They'll look to throw again.
Bolton. Ah, good try.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this
Nope,
go.
overthrown. Okay, he's got 2 decisions. He can take 3, or he can go for it. Me personally, yeah, I'm going to take 3. He's going to take the lead. Okay, we got to get back to the run game. We got to figure some things out. We've played well. I think we've scored on both drives, so it's not like we're struggling at all, but I got to execute better. Okay.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
that's easy. That's easy. With that much time, I'm going to be able to find Kelce. It's just that's inevitable. If I have 10 seconds in the pocket, and honestly, my left tackle has done decent this game. Like, I don't know if he's a long-term answer over there, but he's been good enough.
Yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good job, Christopher Jones. That's, hey, big-time players, big-time plays, big-time situations. Chris Jones, when I need him most, he's going to show up. I just believe when this D-line needs to start buzzing, they will start buzzing. That's a crazy read. Nice, I respect that. Dang, man.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, good play.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to work his way down.
Oh my gosh.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
Good play. Timeout.
He'll look to throw.
Got him.
Instead, and that's exactly what they did.
Nope.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
That's tough. That's tough. That's a rookie quarterback. I played man in that situation, and I actually think that may have just won us the game. Guys, GG's. Messy game here. At home, another night game to start off the year. Messy though, like not really what I was hoping for. He looks upset. He's running around in circles. Not all what I was hoping for, but at the end of the day, I'll take the win. We're 2-0. This was the game I felt like we needed to win.
Hold on to that ball. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward. Mahomes to throw.
Good job, Nicole. Okay. GG's, everybody. Great game. I did not get much from the defense. That's one thing that I would put as like a on this whole game. The defense did nothing. You can see we didn't get a single defensive stat all game. That's not necessarily sustainable. I want that to be known. That's not sustainable. Brendan Rice had 2 for 73. Kelce 2 for 58. He held the ball seemingly the entire game. But at the end of the day, a win's a win. Week 3, we get to talk contracts, so stick around. Hey guys, it's me. Hi. Let me show you guys something on the screen. This is the problem. So I talked about how this isn't necessarily the easiest rebuild in the world. 2 players need options, who I'm going to both be taking. Trey Smith wants to come back at a 4-year, $17 to $18 million a year. He has no interest. And Creed Humphrey wants to come back at $13 to $14 million a year. Nick Bolton wants to come back at $12 million a year. Justin Reed wants to come back at about $9 million a year. And we have $30 million, meaning I can realistically pick 2 of these guys. I think Trey Smith is incredibly valuable. Between these 2, Creed Humphrey's cheaper. Bolton, I don't think I can bring back. Justin Reed, I feel like you have to bring back. This is, oh my gosh. First off, comment, I'm going to make a decision. Who would you bring? Like, if I sign one of them, like, I think Creed, he's most interested in the team. So let me send him a base offer. Yeah. Boom! Let's go. But we're broke. See? Buy Trey Smith. Like, Justin Reed, let me send him a base offer. Wow. Okay, Justin Reed's coming back. We have $9 million. So all these guys, Trey Smith, unless I franchise tag him, I can maybe try and move him, but I would love to bring him back, but we got no money. Week 3 going up against the New Orleans Saints. I really over New Orleans. New Orleans. Which one? New Orleans. New Orleans. How do you pronounce it? Now I'm all messed up. But all I'm hearing is New Orleans. New Orleans. New Orleans Saints. I don't know. Let's go. Brendan. Yeah, he dropped it. But this is where I'm glad to have someone like Nicole Hardman who can work versus Alontae Taylor. Dot. Brendan Rice. Laser. It's all right, Nicole. Good fight. 3rd and 6. There's like a misconception that you always want fast receivers doing those RPOs. I don't really care that much about speed. To me, it's more about, got him. Flag, just throw it. Just throw it! Oh, man. Should be automatic yeah, that's illegal contact. That's automatic first down.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Dot. Get out of there, Rice. Well done, sir.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pacheco. You good, Marshawn? I know that X Factor is pretty cool, but are you good? I need another Saints franchise. At some point, I need another one because it was legendary. So we need another one. Good job, 7-zip.
On play action, it's Dobbs.
6 play fake, buddy. Latu, welcome. Oh my, good job, sir. Good job. This guy, I think the problem is he thought it was sweet out here. He thought he could just come in here with a freaking play action. This isn't grade 6 Madden class, buddy. Yeah, okay. I'll shut up. I'm going to see myself out. Thank you guys so much for watching. My YouTube channel is Brady. Thank you for watching.
Looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you
Nice catch, Brendan. Okay, this guy's actually playing pretty surprisingly really excellent defense. Good Good job. Rice, good play. Get him the ball. I promise you. He's just seemingly the one who's most open. Probably just with the type of offense I'm running. That's happening, but right now he's open. So he's going to get the ball. Oh my gosh, Brendan Rice! That kid might just be something. And I got to chill. That one I may be forced. That one I may be forced. Shoot, that's on me.
They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a back hit a lot that way, too.
On third down,
I don't think he shouldn't have that. That should be 4.
To throw is Dobbs.
See what I did? See what I did? I spotlight. Spotlight, and I put a deep zone back there. Good defense, okay.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
Pacheco. My gut's telling me this wheel is going to be wide open. It isn't. Oh, that's beautiful, though. Yeah, time, please.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Dot. Travis has got it. That's a laser. No way. Ah, good play.
Here's Dobbs to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got it.
Bro, dude's just spinning for no reason.
Dobbs is throwing.
Oh my. Oh my gosh, I hate this game. Good play.
Now Dobbs. Flush to his right.
Dude. That is gorgeous from Josh Dobbs. That is absolutely gorgeous.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abrams.
Time machine, first place and going back. He fooled me.
Dobbs. Throw left side, taken in by Miller.
Oh, that's... Let him go. Let him go. If you love him, let him go. If you love him, let him go so you have a chance. That was me being, oh, shoot. You got a first down and ruined your chance to run all the clock out, and you're going to give Patrick Mahomes an entire field, and you're going to try this stupid QB sneak. What is up with rosters? Why is Mahomes on defense?
Everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the back.
Miller
Nope.
is not going to get a whole lot.
This has got to be it. Would you say that this is run right or run left? It's run right. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. That was cool, though. See? This works out perfectly. He's going to end with 3 points, which is fine.
This for the lead in the final stages. So now, Charles, this
Money drive on me. This is where... Yeah. First play, Travis Kelce. And I got grabs going. I got no timeouts. So 7 is needed, but every single throw that I make, I'd rather throw it away than take a sack in this situation. I'm pretty much just trying to avoid that. Yeah, actually, right there. That's precisely what I was just trying to avoid. Oh my gosh. As I say that, that's exact. I kind of got stuck there, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Rice. Out. Is he out?
Mahomes to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Spike, 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 spike. This is the same situation. Do I go... Oh my gosh. Do I feel like you go to Kelce here, right? Cut to Taylor. You got to cut to Taylor on that one. That is a absolute beam. Shout out Travis Kelce, red zone threat. Boom. What does that count as? I don't know what that counts as. It counts as a GG. Guys, see, as soon as he got that Dobbs read off him, he lost the game. If he would have just stayed needing like 3 yards, I don't have the same chance that I have. You give me a full field, and this guy I see one-on-one. As soon as I see one-on-one, I'm going to throw it to him every single time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, week number 4. Love that ending in the last one. That was kind of what this team does. It's sad to think probably next year Travis Kelce will not be on this team, but while he's here, I'm going to enjoy the fact that he has red zone threat. I'm going to enjoy the fact that he catches everything. But let's go see statistically how we're doing. I think Cameron Ward's having a good year. I got 7 and 3. Pacheco 100 yards. Rice. I need Rice and Rashee Rice to start doing a little bit better. It just so happens Brendan Rice has been open a lot. D-line wise, Jones Latu actually has 1.5 sacks, which is awesome to see. Guy's just an absolute stud. And then defensive in the secondary, we're not playing anything amazing, but we're all right. We're going up against the Ravens. This is always a fun matchup if you're a Chiefs fan. Gotta love the Ravens. Let's get it.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
I think I might have that. Go up. Go up. Don't care. In this situation, it's nothing against Kyle Hamilton. I just don't care about him in this particular situation.
Mahomes gonna throw.
Yeah, that's just a lob pass all day.
And he's got his man
Got him.
inside.
Pacheco. Caught him on a blitz.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's
The awareness of a freaking
wind up getting 7.
sun chip.
Now Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Good read, bro. He's blitzing you, Brett. He's blitzing you. Same thing. Same thing. Same exact thing. Caught him in the exact same defense. I'm not an overthinker. I like to win games. And that defense works well against a lot of stuff. But I know cover 0. Isaiah Pacheco's a mismatch. Mahomes is going to be dead accurate every single time. Tough toenails. Learn from your mistakes. Be better next time, Baltimore. Let's go.
Now Jackson on second down.
Good play.
On second down, Jackson.
Buddy. Oh. Okay. He's doing the same thing again. No chance he's doing that again. Mahomes, just be great. That's Scaling. Good job, Scaling. That would have been so sick. Mahomes makes that in real life. I know what you're thinking. Brett, that was low percentage. Brett, that looked like the Jordan Love play. Brett, all those little things, I don't care. I had Bazooka. He has dashing Deadeye. If I make that throw, it's an intro clip. So I'm willing to take some risks. If I lose the game, you can laugh at me. 100%.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. He's got 15.
Same. So when I run that cover 4, I think I can throw that to Nicole. I think he'll win. He did win. Yeah. He was playing excellent defense, but it's too aggressive. It's one thing to stop this team on first, second down, but you gotta, like, if you're gonna run super aggressive man-on-man defense, you gotta understand, I know where your good players are. I know where your good corners are. I know where my matchups are. I'm gonna move players to a certain matchup. I'm gonna run them down the field, and Patrick Mahomes is gonna hit them. Beautiful. 21-7.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended.
On second down, here's Jackson.
Come here. Good job, McDuffie. Please go up to Superstar McDuffie. It just starts with 1 pick, 2 picks, 3 picks. Like, just do that.
Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Nope.
Able to find. To throw again is Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now it's Jackson.
Good play.
I'm not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
You better catch it, Kelce. Yep.
In this situation.
He's blitzing everybody. Yep. Got him. Go, Brendan. Go, Brendan Rice. 3, 2, 1. He's blitzing. Good player. Blitzes too much. There's such thing. There really is. You can be the best guy. Great guy. You can't blitz that much. Come on. Close.
Throwing is Jackson.
Got him. I think that's Julian Watson. Yep. Well done, sir. Way to play that. Let's see if he's going to, like, so now I know he's in cover 2, I bet. I think this is DB Fire. Yeah. It's DB Fire. I'm just going to throw that every single time because I know that guy on the left is blitzing. Mahomes is going to pick up on that every day. Marlon Humphrey? Nope. Marshawn Lattimore? Nope. Marlon Humphrey, yes, I was right the first time. I second guessed for whatever reason, but yeah, he burnt him on that inside cut, which is part of what I'm testing right now. I'm trying to see how good he is. Like, right now he's got one-on-one against the Gilly Lock. That's one-on-one against the Gilly Lock. And Brendan Rice, oh, he's got KO abilities. Set those feet. Set those feet. Laser. Good throw, Pat. Good throw.
Now it's Jackson. And it's complete to Mitchell. To throw is Jackson. This is caught at the
That's a good play.
after the big play inside the 15.
Come here. Got him. Who is it? George. Well done, George.
Jackson now. He's got it. Now Jackson.
Surprise! Surprise! Oh my gosh! That was absolutely positively the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This is just, that's classic Mahomes right there. That's classic Mahomes.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
Nice catch, Brendan.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Just throw it to him. Just throw it to him. Just throw it to him. GG's, pal. GG's. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, weekly award. It's got to be Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, 6 passing touchdowns to 1 pick. I'm gonna throw picks, but like I'm willing to try and like take some risks with this team. Like I'm trying to play similar football to how they actually play, and I feel like to play that requires me to throw the ball downfield, to take some chances. I'm trying to see which, like, it's kind of interesting. If you look at the league leaders right now, Brendan Rice is 2nd in the NFL in passing yards right now. Mahomes is going to throw for a lot of yards. Kelce, Rashee Rice is, I got to change that. It just so happens the spot that Brendan Rice is playing right now is getting all the throws. So this could be kind of a cool storyline if I could make him really good, try and win Rookie of the Year. Stuff like that, that's exciting. Currently defense, George Karlaftis, we're getting pretty good production of those two. McDuffie got his first pick. He's someone I'm really hoping we can get to superstar. I'd love to see him kind of get a dev upgrade or something like that. That would be really, really, really fun. George is going to get an upgrade. I think I'll go speed rush with him because I think the other stuff will get upgraded as well if I do that. Charles, Nick Jones, Herring. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, week number 5. This is going to be a big rival for us. Divisional game. It's our first divisional game, so that says something. The Broncos and Raiders, funny enough, are doing better than the Chargers, which is interesting, but let's get it. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys saw Reed just get absolutely depleted. If you didn't, you didn't. But man, oh man, I just got depleted.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
Okay, this isn't going well. Throw it. I know you want to. Yep, I know you want to. Your box, buddy. It's okay.
Back to throw here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Nobody told him my guy was there. Somebody, why didn't you guys tell him? Just stacking the box.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Way to go, Rice. Way to go, Rice.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Dot.
Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Heads up. Heads up, though.
Mahomes gonna throw.
It's just Patrick. At one point, like, these players can be as good as they want to be because it's Patrick.
They'll look to throw here.
Dude, what a game 3 is having. What a game.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll let this go for Evans. They got his man complete. And he was. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nice catch, Brendan. He seems like the type of guy who's going to onside every single time.
Possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
Brendan Rice, like he's catching those.
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses
Dot.
try and keep bodies.
Nice job, Travis.
Now Mahomes.
Dot.
Break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
He definitely was. He came out in 3-3. 3-3 is never going to stop that. Okay. Cool. He's actually got decent defense in the red zone. These are going to be some good battles we have against him. Defensively, I got to go back to just man-on-man because clearly that was working. I kind of just got away from it for whatever reason.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And
That.
makes his way past the line of scrimmage, and it's
How? Okay.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Trying to run
Jones, you good, bro? I know you love to run the ball, but just think about it a little bit more next time. I man that up.
it out quickly here to the left flat.
I did man that up with the outside guy. I should have known that's what he was going to.
He'll drop to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams.
Okay, 31 seconds. It's going to be one of those games he's going to score a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is where we got to just make plays.
They go play fake.
Yep.
Mahomes. Catch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
Good job.
He goes. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Rice, what a throw, and the stiff arm too.
Operating from the red zone now. Mahomes flushed out right. And this will be caught by his big
Good fight, time 3 seconds. You'd have to just throw it.
range in the
It'd have to be a
5 seconds
slant
of
or a
extra
streak.
time.
You know it's man on man here, don't you, right?
Last play of the first half. Final shot.
Dot, let's go, man. You better user him. Like, I don't know if you know who that is, but if I'm you, I'm usering that. Every single time. I'm going to throw it every time. Every time.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Dot, Kelce, laser.
That's caught left side by Hunt.
Go. Oh my gosh, Mecole, go. Good job, Mecole.
Unable to on that throw.
Back to the air. It's Mahomes. And he's
Max is going to come free. He's a man on man now. So wait for him, try and throw it up a Pacheco.
gonna look to throw.
Tough toenails, buddy.
Open man right
Levels to this. There's levels.
to throw. It's Mahomes. Steps away. And just shy of the goal line.
Stepped
This is
out?
Here's Pacheco.
Good job. Okay, defense.
Take it on.
One stop, this is GG's. He's played relatively well, but not good enough to win.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Shoot, Julian.
He's across midfield. They'll look to throw again. That one into the hands of Adams.
Giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to
Back to throw again.
Yo,
He had a man open.
Bolton.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right.
Nope.
And it's
Good defense. I think this guy has to go. Shoot. He's got tickets. So in Vegas, they have that like kind of crystal ball thing. This guy, for his birthday, he got tickets for it, but it's been like he's put it off for months because they weren't tickets that you had to go at a certain time. You could kind of redeem them within like the week. He decided last night that he was going to redeem them today, and the concert is in 7 minutes. All I can say is I hope you make it to your concert, man. And great game. 10 out of 10 game. And enjoy the concert. Let me know how it is. GG's. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, week number 6. Going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This guy is going to be familiar to you. And I don't want to give it away. No, I won't give it away in case you haven't watched the last one. But this guy, we have good games. That's all I'm going to say is we have really good games. Still no breakouts. And that's, if there's one thing that's frustrating me, it's the breakouts. Because in my opinion, we deserve some. I think we've had some notable performances. Latu's been good. He's going to go up to a 78 overall. Still, I love that I made this pick. He's my favorite pick probably I've ever had. He's 23 years old, but I think it never goes out of style to have players as good as him. Trent McDuffie's just going to upgrade man on man. We are almost leading the league in passing. And Brendan Rice is 3rd in yards. Beautiful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, week 6. Let's get it.
Right to the air is Mahomes.
Let's go, Travis. Well done.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Yeah. Just wait, man. Patience. Patience.
They'll set up a throw.
Click on. Click on, dude.
Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Miko.
Good job, Nicole.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
I just don't know where is your user okay? Okay, let's try and we're gonna make a statement here. We're gonna attempt to make a statement early. He got me. I did way too much. He's user blitzing me. User glitch blitzing me.
Mahomes gonna go on 4th down.
You messed up, kid. You better follow it the whole time. You better follow it. God. Good throw, Pat.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to. They'll look to throw here. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And they'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Shoot.
Now he'll dump it.
Trying to just run a little bit of nickel, 4 down lineman. See if I can. Our pressure has actually decreased a bit. Since the beginning, it's decreased.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop here. Looking to throw.
Nothing's working at the moment. The only thing I could think, he drafted Egbuka, which is actually a really, and he's starting Cameron Ward. McDuffie! Yo, McDuffie, good coverage. Ward just made a better throw than his coverage. That was a perfect throw. Dang, that was actually perfect.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Yep, perfect throw. Perfect throw. My favorite thing about like tight ends in this game, superstar tight ends, you can put grab and go on them, and then they become running backs after they catch the ball. He gets ball at half, so I think strategically right here, I have to try and take a little bit of the clock.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Good run.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Good job, Pacheco. I think he's blitzing us. No, he's not.
Mahomes on 3rd.
Yep, you suck. Sit down.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up.
See, I'm honestly content with 3. I'm content with 3.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
Dot. Oh, Brendan Rice! And you have no time. Laser. Good throw, Pat. Good throw.
Pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take over. Now we'll see if these guys.
I said he's 7 for 7, but now I'm in the driver's seat where no matter what, even if he has a good drive here, I still hold kind of the keys to the game because of how good my clock management was. I wanted you to throw it. You have no idea. I wanted you to do that.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is
Yeah.
operating from the red zone now. Mahomes escaping the pressure.
Nice catch.
Open Mary. Headed straight. It's Pacheco. And he'll be blocked. Mahomes to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he takes this into the end zone.
Mahomes.
He'll look to throw.
Got him. Let's go. Latu, man.
They'll look to throw.
That's crazy that he got that throw off.
Running back. It's complete.
I'm moderately shocked that he got that throw off.
At the 39-yard line. Oh, he's got a man wide open. They'll try and throw for it.
McDuffie. Oh.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
He got it.
He needed a yard. He didn't get any. Out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Wow. McDuffie, you're getting just absolutely punched by Guka.
Second and 6. Steps around. And he's into the end. They'll try and run.
Sorry, buddy. I don't. Oh, man. Never mind. Don't say sorry. We're just going to push you into the end zone.
Back on the onside kick. If you've been waiting for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here. Second and 11. Wide open receive.
And giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They're making
That was worst case scenario, by the way.
On third and short, they'll try and
Cool. Didn't love that read, kid. You look scared. You look a little bit scared. Like the moment might be too big.
matter remains to be seen. It's first and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone.
Okay, gives me a chance at least. Gives me a chance. It's not great, but it gives me a chance. Okay. 2 timeouts, an out of bounds play, and a couple things like this. This is doable.
Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Mahomes to throw it.
Just throw it right at his user. Yeah, I'll take those yards. Sit down.
That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Time. 7 seconds.
Mahomes.
Dot. 2 seconds.
You still have to put some numbers up in order to get
Bot. What? I'm so curious what he's about to come out in. He got me. Should have taken 3. Oh gosh, GG's. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was a great game. Unfortunate result. That's how I would put that last one. We played great. Even that last drive was super tough. I made the decision to go for it. I kind of just wanted to end it there. I figured if he got it in OT, he had the type of offense that game that I wasn't really certain that I would be able to stop. So that's why I was like, you know what, it's 2 yards. I got pushed out of the pocket, and the rest is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Oh, I hate losing though. Shoot. I thought we played that game really, really, really smart. That 17-second money drive was tough. That was really, really, really tough. The onside kick was the beginning of the end for us. That gave him a chance to tie, and then he got the 2-point. And then he stopped me on the 4th. It was just total recipe for disaster. And the Broncos are 6-0 right now. So, guys, week number 7, going up against the Chargers, the struggling Chargers. Let's see if we can do something. I think in some ways I've had a couple of less good weeks with Rice, but Kelce, Hardman, everyone's kind of getting touches now. But let's go.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
That's crazy. Yeah, just simple. Oh, defense. I just don't know.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Mahomes to throw once more.
Kelce.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now he's past the 30.
Gotta stop doing that, Brett. Just lock in.
Take this all the way.
You're going to go with the one he's got to break out. You just showed your cards. Nope. See? Quentin Johnson, I bet. RPO to Quentin Johnson. It makes sense. It makes sense that Quentin Johnson's his breakout. 100%. Yo, look at my breakout. Like this is, if this is a jet touch pass, it's 100% Quentin Johnson. Yes, see? Dude's got a Quentin Johnson breakout. You're going to learn today, my friend. Yeah, it's a jet sweep. Yep. No! Bro, okay. What?
Have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a long. That's a double coverage and intercepted. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Surprise, bot. Surprise. Surprise.
Here's Pacheco once again. And this time he's able to completes it to Hardman.
Yeah, there we go.
Mahomes going to throw.
Brendan Rice. Nice. Good throw, sir. Good throw. Good throw. Okay. Defensively, we picked him off in his only throw, other than the jet sweep nonsense at the goal line, but should have a good chance to win this. I get it back. Let's go. Quite honestly, just happened.
Mahomes now on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
I'm just throwing stuff right now. This isn't good. I hate what I'm doing. That's just me. I'm trying to get Brendan Rice to like become like mossing people, and I need to stop.
But oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field.
McDuffie.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this. Friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss.
Okay, I need to start using Quentin Johnson. It's a good throw. Okay, this thing is far, far, far from over.
Yourself ready to go, and they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. Right towards the end zone.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Get out of there. Good job, Cook. Okay, we need 7 here. I think he's doing that. I got nothing.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down.
There it is. Go, Rice. Got to get him the ball more. That needs to be a priority. I'm trying, like.
Just a little bit, they huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Got him.
Herbert.
Dude, this guy is in a snuggie. This guy is just throwing absolute bucks.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Can't stop throwing picks either. You're going to contact it?
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And his guy this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert.
No, good job, Cook. Okay, I think I could be wrong. He gets ball at half, but we're still in the control. Like we still have control of this thing.
An onside kick attempt. And this will not work out. On first down, Justin Herbert.
Oh no! Wait for the cutback. Wait for the cutback.
A big play there for LA.
Okay. This has been my worst game of the year. I want to say that. Offensively, this has been by far my worst game of the year. Latu, no, that was. I think that was Julian Watson's a beast.
That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before.
McDuffie, what a hit by McDuffie.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Okay, let's go do something on offense because we've done literally nothing.
Interceptions in this game, and I would have to think I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of. Oh, you're
Nice
like,
throw.
I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is
Miko, you beast.
or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw.
Yeah.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
That route's been there 3 times in a row.
And down 8-yard line now. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. There's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
Oh no, Brett, that's just cold-hearted. That is cold-hearted what we just did. Oh my. These are the type of games that breakouts are made of. Like, these are players get chances, hopefully after game. He's got 2 picks and a sack. Even a chance to get him to star dev would be huge. Guys, how do we not have... My biggest frustration right now, bar none, is the lack of breakouts. Jalen Watson, I feel like he's a candidate for even a chance to go up to star dev. I would love a chance. Receiving wise, I feel like we've had good receiving performances with nothing to show for it. Jalen Watson last week having 2 interceptions and a sack, and the fact we haven't had a single breakout all year, that deserves something. This is a big time game. This guy's pretty solid. He knows what he's doing. He's the guy he always loves to join my division. He's all about joining my division. It's his thing. And then he throws the ball 500 times a game. We have the most insane games in the world. Oh my gosh, I'm close to we've seen enough. Oh, I'm considering it. I think it's worth spending to see. He's got like 200 snaps remaining. And if he's superstar, that could help us out. If he's superstar, that's the greatest slide in the history of the draft. I promise you it is. Dang it, he's not. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, he's still a beast. It is what it is. Big time week. This is going to be the rivalry. So, Broncos week, let's get it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Last play I played it. That play I forgot.
Down to the 10. Down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
Dot, nice catch, Rice. He's been a little bit more quiet the last couple games. So I want to make sure to establish him. This is going to be the rivalry. It looks like Penix is having a great year.
Pacheco gets up the gut.
Good run.
He's tackled him.
Love being physical.
A handoff now for Pacheco. This will be stopped as they've got it as we resume action. A run.
Good job, Pacheco. As you can see right now, I'm just trying to kind of annoy him. He wants to come out. He wants to run spinner, all this fancy stuff. I'm just trying to drive him crazy. All I care about in this game, just annoy him. It's first time playing me in the division. I'm just going to try and annoy you. I'm going to try and take your timeouts. I'm going to ruin your offense. I don't care.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
Good job, Pacheco.
React quickly.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
Or bring up a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down.
Good job, Pacheco. See, this is purely just to annoy him.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. To the ends. They'll try and run.
Pacheco. Okay, he's got 19 seconds and no timeouts. Show the world that we can run the ball against dollar people who like to just sit in dollar all game. Show them, hey, I can run the ball, bud. Let's go. 7-up. Looks like we just completely dashed, or I don't know what the heck just happened. That was, it sent me back to the main menu, which is weird. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we gained control of this thing with that first drive. Now we have the major upper hand in the fact that we can play a little bit more aggressive here. And he's not going to get, we got a chance to kind of take control a little bit. Stay away from PS2. You might have Rice, though.
Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
Yeah, that's all right. Sit down. Good job.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Nicole.
Complete to Mecole Hardman.
Let the block get there. Oh, I messed up. Right there, essentially what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to let the block get there so that way that everything would have worked out a lot better, but it did not happen. Dot Rice. Okay.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man, it's off the option, here's Williams. And he'll take it across.
This is about to be the shortest game of all time. I think he's going to try and clock this out and score some time left.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught.
in this situation, he'll need to.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
You saw me play the wheel. Oh, gosh. As soon as I stepped to the wheel, I knew I was done.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
Pacheco.
And running with power here.
I think is that 2 broken tackles he just got?
Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And
They're down. Shoot.
Mahomes. And this
Whoa!
really could have turned this one upside.
Whoa!
4th down.
Whoa! Okay.
Oh, they're changing.
Got a little bit of luck. Little bit of luck right there was involved.
Mahomes will throw.
Brendan Rice just to end the game. I got so lucky. It's not even funny.
He's going to get
I threw the book of my life. I threw the book of my life,
goal range now.
and somehow that was not intercepted. I have no idea how that wasn't picked.
Pacheco from the gun. And
Like, truly, this guy has every reason to file a complaint
maybe I'm wrong,
to EA for that one. That should have been picked 100%.
much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Pacheco's just cold. He's just cold. Good catch, Pacheco.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
We can't be
Okay, Harrison Bucker, 35 yards to take control of the division with a great performance. Clutch throws in clutch situations. I don't even know who the biggest throw was to Brendan Rice on that that wheel route. That was beautiful. Okay, GG's in the chat, everybody. Going into the bye week, 7-1. The one definitely could have been a win. If it wasn't for an onside kick, we'd be undefeated right now. Brendan Rice is having a lot of really good games. 113 right there for us. We'll talk more after the bye week, but I'm proud of this so far. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's too late to have lights on, and I'm still playing. But we had a force win. In the force wins, always, you sometimes get randomly good stats. Latu got a good set. McDuffie's the player that I would love defensively for an off-season breakout. He would be one of the coolest ones to get it, and he's got 3 picks already, which is awesome. Justin Reed's another one who's going to be really interesting when it comes to that. Currently, Mahomes 29 touchdown, Brendan Rice 771 yards. Going up against the Carolina Panthers this week, it's time to lock in. We just got to keep getting wins. I think, like, we had the bye week, we had week 10, the force win. We're going to have some upgrades here, which is going to be awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go see what this is. You guys understand. Let's go.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
That's Barno, buddy. That's Barno. He's a stud, but he's also a defensive lineman. So if you're going to use our Barno, I am going to highly recommend that you do not do that. Dude's just getting caught on his line like it's... See, that's a Brendan Rice play. That is a legacy play. That is why he's getting the ball the most. Oh my gosh, he's good.
44-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to get...
Go, Brendan. Go, Brendan Rice.
complete out wide.
And the burst, too. The burst.
Young on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
All right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good.
Turnovers or takeaways in a game, But coaches have always told me,
Dude,
you create
like, what read is that?
your chances of winning
Where? Like,
88%.
show me where I can go where that's a good decision. Because it's not here. That's a horrible read.
Now Young on fourth down.
Good.
And it's incomplete.
Stud.
Mahomes now on first down.
Good job.
It's what you zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just
Oh my gosh.
maybe if you still want to play zone,
What a beam, Patrick.
try and cover downfield.
Yeah, I'm in the end zone. Get a little jump at the end. And look at how hype Mahomes is. Look at Mahomes. Okay, 14 zip.
Second down, Young.
Oh, that's a good read.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst.
The guy that I would love to see more stats from is, and like, I would think that this defense, when I run 4 down lineman sets, I like to think that they should get more pressure. Like, just, it makes logical sense. Good play, Reed. Read that like a book.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure.
Buddy's
right.
testing Mike.
Throw deep.
Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike.
Inside.
Mike, that one sucked.
What to do next? Young on third down. Flushed out right. And then Young.
Good defense.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down.
Slide the glide Drexler. Well done.
You go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
What?
His man complete.
Okay, Tony. Like, if Tony's just mossing people like that, we are going to be a problem. Like, if that is what our, like, 3rd or 4th best receivers doing,
Here's second.
this team, we can do some stuff. I'm going to take a shot at the end zone, but I think I'll have Brendan Rice late. Like, right there is when I want to throw that ball. Dude, he's different. He just runs people. I just love him. He can run people over 2K. I need a breakout for him. He's going to be a 1,000-yard receiver in his first year. He's maybe Mahomes' like #1 receiver that he's been waiting for since Tyreek Hill. Like, it's kind of giving the vibes of that.
One last shot for Young.
GG's, man. GG's. Okay, that is what you like to call. This guy was not looking at the same screen as me. I don't know what screen he was looking at. There's no way it was mine because this guy was throwing book after book, like novel, documentary, the Atlas. Think of the biggest book you've ever read. This guy was just throwing books. Hey, win's a win. 150 for Brendan Rice. We'll see you guys in the morning. Guys, good morning, by the way. Breaking the third wall. Good morning. Currently, we are 9-1. We're playing excellent football. Trent McDuffie, I believe, has 4 interceptions. He's up to a 90 overall. I want him to become kind of the next Snead. I need him to take over as the #1. He gets a +1 speed upgrade. Now, I am understanding the more I think about it, that the Snead decision is going to be controversial. I completely get that. I just feel like Chris Jones is such a big part of, like, obviously Snead made that play against the Ravens. He's a beast. He's a fan favorite. I personally really like him, and it's probably going to be controversial. But at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. I made a move. We didn't have enough money to sign both, and I'm not going to restructure or do anything. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You might hate me for it. You might not. It is what it is. Brendan Rice is going to get another upgrade. I think he's close to like 1,000 yards receiving. My worry, well, essentially at this point with Brendan Rice, I want to chase the award for Offensive Rookie of the Year because he clearly so far, we're on pace to win MVP. Brendan Rice is on pace to win Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. Wow. Okay. I actually didn't see that coming. He's got 930 and 11 touchdowns, averaging 93 a game. Kelce and then Rashee Rice, 412. Defensively, Latu, 3 sacks, 4.5 for Chris Jones. A lot of those were in really important situations, so I'd like that to be known. Like, this is a big time week here going up against the Steel City. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
That's crazy. Like, that's Patrick Mahomes. That is Patrick Mahomes.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Should have that Mecole. I've been getting Mecole Hardman the ball more. He had a bit of a quiet start, but I do think long-term plans, I think a speed receiver is very, very, very important on this team. So I'd like to just, yeah, you're good, Pacheco. You got it. That's what the Chiefs do. The RPO game is crazy. Like, it's all right. 3rd and inches.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Good job, Mike.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
Ugh, that's the new guy. That's Stills. Wow, that was actually, I'm not even just saying it, that was actually beautiful. What he just did was really, really, really impressive. Okay.
Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes going to throw.
Good job, Brendan Rice.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he works his way. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
There we go. See, when he's got good coverage, it seems like I just have time to step up in the middle, which is partly because of how good, as you guys know, the interior part of our line is really, really, really strong. Like my center, my guards, all those things. So if I can't re-sign them, that's going to become a problem.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Good defense.
From the 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
That's on me. Oh my gosh.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Good play. Okay, I gotta remember he gets ball at half. That was a risk for sure, me going for it there.
Here's Pickett on second down.
That's good read.
Austin is in. Pickett now on first down. They'll get this to his tight end.
Shoot.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Flushed out right.
Great defense. Latu! Let's go, Latu, with help. Oh my. Okay, timeout. I'm going to use my last one. Hopefully this isn't incompletion or something. Playoff, something. There's going to be a play, and you guys are going to be all like, wow, Brett, you're a genius. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't know if I'm going to get there, but you're going to say Chris Jones is the best player ever. Brett, you are an absolute genius. Go out of bounds. Yeah, that's perfect.
Mahomes now on first down.
You got him awesome. Oh my, sick play, but not like, yeah. They're just. I should have probably went for the touchdown instead. I start juking like get out of bounds. I was already out of time, so I looked ridiculous because I was out of time. Is what it is. Oh shoot. Okay.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Oh buddy, that was a duck. You don't know about Mike? It's not your fault. Dot. Let's go. Go, Brendan. Good job, Brendan Rice. Yep, I think I got him again. There we go. Down to the 2. Good job. Pacheco.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field. PA. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. That's complete to his tight end. Back to throw, Pickett.
That's too much time. Make a tackle. Okay.
Pickett. Flush to his right.
That's tough. 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Got his man, it's caught.
Gotta be kidding me. Like, you just have to be joking.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he last touchdown. I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles.
You're going to work?
It's a very close
Bye.
game. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Pacheco. Okay. Every single play got to be 40 seconds.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Pacheco, sit down. He's got 3 timeouts still, so it benefits me. Even a first down here would put us close to sealing it, and I might have it. But I'd ideally stop like 1 yard.
To throw is Mahomes.
Brendan Rice, well done. And he's at the 1 yard line, which means it's GG's. Shake hands, everybody. Let's freaking go. That was a bit of a tough one. More of an awkward game. I feel like we did like have control of it. We were playing really, really, really good. I just kind of, in some ways, just started. He started to move the ball better. Oh, gosh, Brendan Rice, you're different. Okay, GG's. Like I said, that game, it wasn't necessarily perfect. Our run game went good. Mahomes had another really good game. Isaiah Pacheco, Brendan Rice had 130 yards. A win's a win. A win is a win. We got the Chargers next week. I'm still upset about our one loss, but it is what it is. There's lots of season left, and it's going to come down to, like, this whole year is going to come down to the playoffs, just winning the big-time games when it matters. Chargers next week. I'm not sure if they're tanking or if they're playing anymore, so I'll find that out. But either way, good stuff. There's some contract stuff that we got to figure out. Trey Smith, we just can't afford him. It would be a franchise tag. And I gotta pick up 2 fifth-year options, which is gonna be gnarly in terms of cost. Okay, we'll see you guys against the Chargers. Okay, so we get a forced win against the Chargers. Rashee Rice has a crazy, crazy, crazy game. Latu and Karlaftis. Now this is what I wanted. This is what I'm getting at, guys. I think we might have a chance here to get our first superstar receiver. If this is who I think it is, and I could continue with Brendan Rice, bro. This is insane. If I can pull this off, if I can get him 150, then essentially I have Offensive Player of the Year and Offensive Rookie of the Year with Brendan Rice, which I think I can win. I think there's a legitimate chance that he could go up to Superstar Dev in the offseason. If you look at the leading receivers, he's already got 1,000 yards. He's 3rd in the NFL in receiving as a rookie. If I can get this breakout with Rice, he's already an 85 overall. That's what's so interesting about him. And I just got +1 speed with him. He's an 85 overall. He's 24 years old. That would be absolutely insane. I need that breakout. I can't say it enough. I truly, truly, truly need to find a way to guarantee that breakout. Week 14, guys, this is the Broncos opponent. This is someone we always have crazy games against. It's going to be high scoring. He loves to throw the ball. He's really, really, really good. So it's going to be one of those games. He's fallen to 8-4. We've kind of taken control a little bit of the division, but let's get it. I think I have Brendan Rice right there. I went rat catch.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Got him. Yep. He's still got it. He has still got it. Okay, that's awesome. But that just makes up for what happened on the last drive. The last drive was horrible. Now we are pretty much going to spend our game trying to make up for the fact that we threw that pick. If I could get him to superstar, dude, he's already almost an 85 overall. He's young. He's a beast. Like, I truly think that could be unreal for us. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Hey, where do I sign? Good defense, bud. Connors. Yep. Thank you, George Karlaftis. Well done, sir.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's crazy. Good throw, Pat. 87 yards all to him. So now I can kind of sort of keep track of his stats because of this. Now the thing is, he's got PS2 guarding him. Yeah, just throw it. Just throw it.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Yeah. Brendan Rice. Well done, sir.
And he gets a small gain on the play.
Go, Rasheed Rice. You were in zone. You tried to convince me you were in man. See how he came out in spinner, but he switched the outside guys to be hard flats. As soon as I saw that, I'm throwing it every single time. That's 2 touchdowns with him.
And job one here, Charles. Just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
I don't know why I'm just allowing him to throw that in front of that vert hook.
Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, you nerd.
Looking to throw.
That scream. That scream. Wow, that scream.
All of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Oh my gosh. Really? I thought that was going to be it. Did you see my user went directly to that? I thought for sure that was about to be a pick 6. That is what it is, though. Okay. 14-3. He does get ball at half. I'm going to try and hope that he drops back in 3 deep, but I'm going to try and get the rest of my yard with Rice to guarantee that breakout. Oh my gosh. Go up, Rice. Go up, Rice.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no
I'm so dumb.
left. They
I didn't get out of bounds. How did I not get out of bounds?
Locker room haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing. Here's a dive. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left.
George Carr Loftus. Well done, sir.
Mahomes gonna throw.
Yeah. Guys, let me introduce you to the newest superstar on the team. I love winning against this guy. He's someone we could definitely see in the playoffs, and I might pay for this. But let me introduce you to our newest superstar, Rasheed Rice. Guys, that's 3 touchdowns for him.
Off an impressive comeback. It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
He's got his target. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's a dot. That's a dot. I always fall for that. It's consistent. I consistently fall for that play, and it's ridiculous. Nice catch, Brendan.
Here's Pacheco once again. And good work.
Burst right there.
On first down, Mahomes.
Brendan Rice up top, and he catches it. He catches everything.
And inside
Good job, sir.
before he's brought down.
Yeah, it's so important that I take the clock down against him.
It's another first
I can't reiterate this enough. He will score in 2 plays. He'll run double post every single play, and he'll score in 2 plays. So I would much rather take 2 minutes off the clock
on second down.
and be up by
8 yards on the pick.
whatever I'm up by than anything else.
7 yards on third down. Now Mahomes.
I suck.
Off to Pacheco.
I suck.
And the Chiefs are gonna have first
Hi, I'm Brett. I'm bad at Madden. Nice to meet you, Brett. Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, that was lucky. I threw it directly at him. That was...
They're going back to that.
Okay, we're going to forget about that one. That was horrible, horrible, horrible.
If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Okay, take the touchdown. Good job, Isaiah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I got Brendan Rice.
He's gonna float this one deep right side. And this is
Just sit.
a big play.
I think that's pretty much a good game. Yeah, he's going to quit. Good game, dude. Boom! Let's go. Not only Rasheed Rice gets 3 touchdowns, which is what we needed for the breakouts. Not only did he get 3 touchdowns, Brendan Rice has a really good game. We have a great win. That's a big-time win against a tough opponent. And I believe we're going to get this breakout. Yep. Guys, this is so sick. Rasheed Rice gets his breakout in 2000 XP. This is so once Kelce retires, we are going to have to rebuild this offense. And I think we have 2 excellent candidates for the guy on this team. Rice, now he can get short and elite and matchup number. That's the thing is he's a little older. He's 24 years old. He already had a good year. His overall was good. So he already gets good abilities. Someone like Brendan Rice, if I win those awards with him, I already have 1,100 yards. This could work out perfectly for us. If I win those awards with him, he will also go up to superstar. And we could have like 2 players, both named Rice, who are superstars and just unreal. Currently in the AFC, the Bills. Oh my gosh, the AFC is just it's a punching bag. It is a punching bag right now. And we are just laughing watching the punching bag. Everyone, look at this. We're 3 games up on the 1 seed. Okay, there's a very good chance we get the 1 seed. Just looking at that, everyone's just beating each other up in the AFC, and we're just kind of at the top, doing our thing. Okay, week 15, Bengals week. I know that's a tough opponent, and I know week 16 is a tough opponent as well. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay, guys, we got a weekly award. Who would that be? Yeah, Rice, 179. See what I need to? Get him the ball, dude. And now his stats, like, he's not only a superstar, now his stats start to look more impressive. You can see we're going to have potentially 2,000-yard receivers, both named right. Mahomes has 38 touchdowns. And I believe currently as it stands, he would be the most valuable player in the league. Offensive player of the year, we've fallen a little bit. Defensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year. I need to make sure that no matter what I get rookie of the year, even if everything else goes wrong, that award has a lot of meaning. So I need to make sure at all costs that we can get that. Rice, beautiful. So this is what I was kind of hoping for. Once he goes up to this, and you get a superstar receiver. The nice thing about having Mahomes, where you don't really need the route abilities, is you can give him any ability you want. So I could give him jukebox, play him on the outside, throw quick passes to him, and juke people out. That's what we're going to do. Week 15, let's get it.
The big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Pass to the sideline.
That's a good read. It's a good read, good throw.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
This guy has freaking juke moves.
On third down, Burrow.
Got him. Latu. Bro, wow. If they counted how many times he's been that close to a sack, he would have like probably 12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is working from the gun, Mahomes.
Dude.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Brendan Rice. Good throw, Pat. When in doubt, we needed it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Yeah.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they bring him as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yep. Go Rice. See what I mean? Jukebox. I love when I say something, and it's just exactly what happens. Short yardage, quick throws. If we're ever doing an RPO, it's now him. Even just yeah, I'm gonna throw that every single time. Just somehow he's gonna catch it.
1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right.
Yeah, you're good, Pat. Okay.
They were out. They scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have
They've got his man complete.
Maybe the most disgusting throw I've ever seen.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's got it.
go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason.
Good job. Good job.
And he
Fall
slips
forward.
away with one there. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
That's he dropped it.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I was about to say that's crazy, but we dropped it. This is where this game's about to get very, very, very interesting. He's blitzing everybody. I can see it right there. You're blitzing everybody. Rice. As soon as I see that, dude, threat detector.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right.
Just different. Nice catch. Rice.
And again, it's Mahomes.
That's crazy. That was thrown. I'm probably closing out. That went right through his guy. I threw that directly at him. Can't even lie. Threw that directly at him, and somehow I caught that. No sweet clue how that happened, but thank you, game. Thank you.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. First half all tied on the the scoreboard. So the onside. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Thank you. Onside kick that, dude.
Mahomes to throw on second down.
Good job, Rice.
Now Mahomes.
Yeah, Mecole. That's what Mecole Hardman. It is wonderful to have him running that route sometimes because he's just going to burn. Like right off the line against some stuff like spinner where you're getting cover one and you know you got to make it quicker. You need a receiver who's going to burn his guy quick. Like Rice and Rice are going to more win later in the routes because they're just good receivers. Hardman's going to win right off the bat just purely based on speed.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one.
He caught it.
Mahomes throwing on fourth.
That's on me.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Oh man, oh man. That was just I played that way too aggressively.
How you show your team that you're still with it and how you can.
Mike Edwards, you stud. You stud, Mike Edwards.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
Rice.
Burrow throw. Eluding the pressure right. This pass complete to Higgins. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase.
Still got it. Bro, how many for him now? Oh, the disrespect is crazy. Is that like, he's actually kind of good.
Blitz was coming from where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
Rice, laser. That should pretty much do it.
Mahomes gonna throw. His pass caught at the 4.
We gotta take 3 here. Even though it's so funny, in situations like this, the game will lean towards telling you to go for it. Never listen. In this situation, if you don't take 3, I don't know what you're thinking. You have to take 3 in that spot.
Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
Who the heck is that guy? Some players you just play and you're like, yeah, you definitely study the art of onside kicking. The first one showed that.
Interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Thank you,
And
Rice.
the Chiefs are going to make the recon. To throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right.
Dot. End the game. End the game, Rice. Well done. GG's, dude. GG's. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was another solid performance. We're getting closer to 121 with Rice. This is kind of what I want to see. I want both of them to get. It's crazy that Brendan Rice, was he my 4th or 3rd round? I don't remember. Was he a 4th round or a 3rd round pick? He was there, and I just remember being a little surprised by that. Like, when I saw him, I remember being like, huh. Because I almost took him earlier, is all I remember. Yeah, 3rd round pick 32 in the 2nd round. That's value. And honestly, like, for a big body receiver with 92 speed, that shocks me. He's already at 1,300 yards this year. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think as of right now, we're the 1 seed. 3 games, we'd have to lose all 3 games in order. If we win 1 game, we guarantee the number 1 seed. Just 1 win. That's all it takes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Falcons. It's always like my previous franchise week was Atlanta, so it's always like, oh my gosh, your brain kind of explodes when you're playing against a team like the same team that you were just against. It's always like, yeah. But with a win here, we can guarantee the 1 seed already, which would be absolutely phenomenal. This is a solid opponent. This is the number 1 guy on the other side. So he's clearly having a good year. He knows what he's doing. I get +1 speed for Mahomes. Shout out to Mahomes. I think he's still an MVP conversation. Playmaker upgrades. What upgrade do you guys do? Because everyone always says I'm dumb for doing playmaker, but I find deep threats horrible. I'd rather make them be able to juke, especially in this game with just the way it plays. I'd rather like someone who can juke back and forth. Still, let's talk about Still, because he still is a stud. 3 interceptions, not as many as I thought. He has 3 deflections. 3 picks for a rookie is not horrible. If I can get that to like 5 or 6, we might see him go up to star depth. Okay, week 16. Let's dance.
Mahomes gonna go on 4th down.
Yeah, Kelce doesn't care about your freaking KO. Kelce doesn't care.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left.
Mahomes, nice throw, Pat.
He finds his man complete. It's Rice. And
Football, being very careful with it and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might
Had him.
up on the field. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Dot. Oh, I'm different. I am different. That's crazy.
8-yard line before
You just can't teach it. You can try. Try to teach it. You won't be able to. That was kind of insane. Moderately surprised at the result. Kelce.
And it's caught. Here's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone.
Could argue Nicole saved me a little bit. That lob pass, me. I'm not saying that was my greatest hits by any means, but fourth down, players make plays. This guy's got a lot of KOs on his field. And you guys know that's my kryptonite. I throw right at him all the time.
Here's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. Ritter will set up to throw it. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs
What a duck. Oh my gosh.
just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think of
No fumble.
Turnaround. Now the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into
Rasheed Rice.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Caught Kelce.
Good job, Kelce.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
Yep.
And a very
In an ideal world, he gets the ball back at half, down 14 points, and stressed. That's your ideal world situation.
first down. Open man here.
Good job, Kelce.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Dot. I love that. 14 zip. Love that. You move a little to the one way. His user goes
In the final seconds of the first
that way.
and the Chiefs
Throw it the other way.
extend their
Dot.
lead.
14 zip. Just because he clicked the button and because someone got an onside against me last time, I'm going onside.
Action here in quarter number three.
Oh my. That was perfect, Butker. I just want you to know that was perfect.
control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he's
Getting back, slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy
Oh, he
for him
threw
to
that
get
anyways.
lost. And number two,
Robinson.
Oh, shucks.
Get in here as they
Really thought you had that one. Really thought you had that one. Shoot.
They're giving it all they got.
Run it, Bert. Run it, Bert.
This is Robinson.
You are so scared. Fourth down. Let's go. Okay, play ball. Now we get to play a little bit of ball on fourth down. This has got to be an RPO. Scared, man. Scared money makes no money.
Mahomes now to throw. Able to
Good
throw.
job, Kelce.
Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman.
Good job, Nicole.
keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of
Dot.
scrimmage as they try and...
A quick throw caught by Rice.
There it is.
Line here. Mahomes going to throw it here.
Oh, that's crazy, Mahomes. Mahomes, that is just ruthless. Just no cares for your opponent. Oh my goodness, good throw, Pat. And it was in the leg, too. We're battling all types of different factors here. I'm just going to try and annoy him by not scoring. Like I said, me and this guy, we have a little bit of a rivalry. Well, sort of, if like by rivalry you mean he never beats me, but when he did, he talked a lot. So since then, I have made it my goal to make sure that he never beats me again. He doesn't like me. Well, I do. We like each other. We're friends. But Madden-wise, nothing brings me more joy than him having to just look at 21-0. So,
Now Mahomes throwing on second.
well, McKinstry gets a pick. That'll give him a little bit of joy. GG's. Oh, gosh. Let's go. I think with that win, guys, I want to be the first one to tell you because I don't want someone else to tell you this. I want you guys to hear this from me. I think with that win, we get the #1 seed, which is absolutely magnificent. With that win, the worst record I could finish with is 14-3, and currently the best team other than me is 10-4. So, guys, I'd like to just say we just already secured the #1 seed. What a season! Just excellent efforts everywhere. 41 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Rice 1,300. Both Rices should go over 1,000. Defensively, not as good of a season from some of these guys as I would have liked, but still, we've been fine. This next game is a big one. This guy's really good, so it's going to be a tough one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we had a forced win in Week 17 against the Texans. He will be back for the playoffs, though, but we got a chance against the Bills to make a statement. This guy is, there's a very good chance this could be somebody that we play in the second or the third round. This is a solid opponent with a really, really, really solid team. Stat-wise, right now you can see Brendan Rice still at 1,300 yards. I need a big game from him. That's one of the players that I'm most kind of like concerned with. Like, I'd really like to have see him at like the 1,500 mark just to like really solidify it as a elite level season. Latu's going to go up +1. He's actually not going up as fast as I would have hoped. And that's that's a bit of a negative. I do love him, and I see the long-term potential with him, but he's definitely not like upgrading at the rapid rate that I think we all would love if he was, essentially. Brendan Rice is going to get an upgrade as well. He's going to go +1 deep threat. So this game, in some sense, it means absolutely nothing. We have a bye no matter what. Nothing matters. If injuries were on, I would not be playing this game. But I just want this game. I want to try and solidify Brendan Rice as the Rookie of the Year. So let's go.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes.
Brendan Rice. Dude. Legacy, man. Legacy at some point. Come on, man. Oh my gosh, he's good. He's really good. I promise. He doesn't realize when he blitzes, if you can't use her, all the drags and that. So he's going to end up leaving that open like 24/7 because he just insists on blitzing so much. Mahomes, that's your worst throw yet. Good hit on him. That was missed by about 10 yards. Oh my gosh, that was brutal.
Allen now looks to throw.
You good, bro?
And he goes. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Flush to his right.
Good job, Mike. Like, he just went for it on his own 3-yard line.
They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away
I'm
from
going to do the exact same play. He didn't guard it either, he didn't guard it either time. Okay. The blitz clearly annoys him.
Every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick because a lot of the time you serve notice to.
Shoot. Good play.
Allen now on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And that is here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that.
Where'd he go?
Now it's Mahomes again. That is.
Oh, the juke out of that, though?
But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
You good, bro? Underrated season.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
That's a good play.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the go before halftime. Now Allen throwing on second down. Eluding the press. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dude.
Under a minute to play. They may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe
Just throw it. Just throw it. Don't overthink it.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
Okay, hurry it up. Hurry it up. End zone. Wait like 5 seconds. Throw it to Rice. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. Just make sure to block his stupid blitz. But you might have a touchdown here based on the defense that he played last time. Thank you for dropping that, Isaiah. You actually... You don't know it, but you helped us right there. You helped us out a ton. Are you in man coverage? If you're in man, I'm looking Pacheco all day. Please be in man coverage.
And looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target.
Everyone spike. We're too late. No, we're late. I needed a juke. Oh, that was so tempting. I know I should have ran out of bounds or not thrown it, but...
You've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team?
You see me looping around like that? Oof!
Back to throw. Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Incomplete. Right side to Cook. Touchdown, Bills. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive?
Brendan Rice, that's crazy. That's actually... Did you see that Trey is just standing there and I throw it and click on? That is beautiful to watch.
Performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
That was wildly dumb. Okay, like I said, this game does not matter.
Now Allen. Going right. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon.
That was a hit stick, but he still caught it.
Go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect.
He's short. Go for it. Please.
Great to try and
Please. Yeah. This is our only chance. Thank you, game. That was perfect. This is our only chance.
Allen gonna go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he gives him. He's gonna get it again. Just looking to get 4.
Cook you. Wow.
To throw is Allen.
That's tough. Still, in your career, you're gonna have highs and lows. That was a low.
Mahomes.
Good job, Bryce.
Here and it's complete.
If I keep my timeouts,
Get this one way up.
the only way I can do it without an onside is to keep all my timeouts. But I don't think that's necessarily gonna happen. Get upfield, Bryce.
Long. Here's Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
bounce, or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Ah,
Another incompletion.
that's a tough throw to have him make. There's a lot of KOs on that side. That's not an overly fun throw.
Touchdown, or this game's over.
Okay, this is probably GG's. I'm not gonna lie.
Mahomes gotta have this one.
GG's. Dang. Okay, Rice got his yards. We still got 1 seed. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we end up losing, but that wasn't necessarily the priority of the game. The priority of the game was with Brendan Rice to make sure that he had a lot of yards. Now, with that game, he goes up to 1,500 yards. Season stats, he had 200 yards that game. That was the only thing that was important to me in that entire thing because I want dev upgrades with him. I want him to get better. And I want him to be in contention for some of these awards. So like AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year, boom, he just took over from Romo Dunze. That was huge because if you win those awards, you get devs. Whether it be star to superstar, that's what matters. Guys, what a year. Let's just celebrate it. We got the bye week, so I'm going to go to Cancun for a few days. 46 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Mahomes, I believe, is going to win MVP. Crazy good stats. Hardman, Pacheco, all these guys helped out. Isaiah had a decent year on the ground, but we're not necessarily going to be a 1,000-yard running team. 7 sacks for Jones, 6 for picks for Justin Reed. The problem is none of these seem like enough to trigger any type of breakout, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bye week. I don't know who we're going to see, but we'll see you guys after the bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Boom! Divisional. How crazy is this? Divisional against the Ravens. It's flipped. They obviously played them in the championship game this year, but we're back going up against Lamar Jackson in a huge game here. Playoff football is just different. You got to play smarter. The thing is, when you have a team like Kansas City, everyone's going to give you their very best game. Nobody wants me to win more Super Bowls. Nobody wants me to go on a run with this team and get to Tom Brady. Everybody wants to beat you, and everybody knows that you are supposed to beat them, which actually adds that added pressure that makes things a little bit more difficult. Now, looking at this game, they finished 9-8. They didn't have the best record in the world, but they weren't bad. I actually played them. They put up points against me. Zay Flowers, Bateman had a really good year. Oh, it's going to snow. You guys can see right there. Yeah, it is about to be a freaking snowstorm. His defense is what gave me the biggest issues. Marlon Humphrey, Gilmore, and then he had up top superstar Kyle Hamilton. That's what was kind of the biggest problems that I've faced. We're going up against those two guys. Now, to give you guys a little bit of context of the situation, with 1,500 yards, I believe Brendan, let me see if he won awards, Pro Bowl. He did make the Pro Bowl. Why isn't it saying he should have won? Yeah, he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. So Brendan Rice, I think, has a really, dare I say, really good chance of having something good happen. Jones, this is where it's like, hey, it was you or Snead. It's time to show up. Like, I need you to go be crazy. Same with Latu. All these guys, I need all of them to go play a little bit of football. Lamar Jackson's not an easy out. I don't have to tell you guys that. He did throw books this year, but he had 1,700 yards with Bateman. So watch out for Bateman. Guys, divisional. It looks like it's going to be a snowstorm. Let's get it. I like to make people throw checkdowns in the playoffs. I feel like people get more nervous. They're way more likely to make a mistake. You want to take away the easy throws. Oh, wow, that was it's like, so a play like that's a great example of that was way too much time. He could have, honestly, he could have had a picnic in the pocket with how much time he just had. My goodness. That was ridiculous. Okay. To an extent, we want to give him time, but we also need pressure. Give me those! McDuffie! Oh, I love you. In zone coverage, and I'm going to wait for you to mess up and crush your own dreams. That is essentially what I am going to wait for. And so far on the first drive, he just did exactly that, and Isaiah Pacheco might just make him pay on the first run of the game. Well done, Pacheco. It's just Mahomes. It's just Mahomes. Way to go, Pat. Yeah. Isaiah. Okay. Let's make another mistake. We're just going to play drop back Lamar defense. I find against Lamar, even if you blitz Lamar, he can move. So it's just like, give him time. Let him relax. Give him all day in the pocket. Let him hitch. Let him try and move up a little bit. And let's dance here.
Jackson.
Yeah, it's all right.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's
Good play.
Mitchell.
And pass trash their way. When they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah.
Surprise! Guess who? It's Chris Jones. Guess who? It's Chris Jones. Well done, Chris.
Jackson now. On second down, Jackson.
Someone's going to be there.
Here's Jackson.
I ran directly for the running back. That was a good play by Lamar. That was a good play by Lamar. Shoot! Shoot.
Plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive.
Mahomes! Nobody but him. Nobody but Mahomes. Well done. Okay. How do I want to do this? We get ball at half, so I think I benefit from taking the clock down a little bit. Just to, like, keep control. His offense actually looked really good on the last drive. So, and in the previous game, he had a really good offensive game. So I don't want to make this a shootout, but if I have a touchdown, I don't. I don't think he's blitzing anymore. I'm kind of looking Kelce to Rice here. This is a huge play. Mahomes! Laser. Needed it. Hurry it up. Don't give him a chance to change up that defense. Hurry it up and throw the ball to Kelce. Snap it and throw that ball to Kelce. You might be in the end zone. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. I thought for sure I would have had him. Dang it. Okay, we do get ball at half, which is a positive, but that right there just kept this guy in the game completely. I don't know if that was I kind of ran into. I thought I was going to be able to get a click on, but it was. I shouldn't have thrown the ball in the first place.
Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Who is number 3? That's my question for everybody. Who is number 3, and why did I just have to moss him? Why was that stressful? Slide. That's the concerning. The concerning part is not that I caught that ball. The concerning part is that I threw that ball. And the concerning part is that he almost picked that ball, and that would have certainly changed this game completely. Good defense. He's on his line. Yeah, I got him. Stud. I think Kelce maybe even caught that with one hand against a KO. Oh my gosh. Shout out Rashee Rice, dude. Like, seriously, that was a book. I thought he was open. I lobbed that like he was open. If I thought it was as covered as it was, I would have thrown a bullet, tried to egg it. I lobbed it. Incredibly lucky. Shout out Rice for just being great. Thank you. 14-7. Surprise, buddy! Surprise, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I had a zone there, my friend. But there was a zone there. Okay. Now we run the ball and try and get out of here. Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco in the snow. Now we take control of this entire game. Now we take control of this entire. We got a little lucky with Rice, but we make our own luck. Okay, 21-7. Play defense. Dude.
Now Jackson throwing on first down.
Surprise! Justin, I just need you to run, my friend. Guys, the Ravens in the snow, they're not beating us today. I apologize. It just isn't going to happen. Come on. This is a rare occurrence. My defense won me this game 100%. We lurked in every single opportunity that we could. Okay, 3-score lead, one more stop. This is a good game.
They're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. It has to start right here, right now.
Good hit.
From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
That's crazy. That's the Lamar effect right there. The future is bright for this guy in the Ravens. The fact that he's got Bateman, the superstar.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his target. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he'll get in. Touchdown.
Okay. Problem with this game. Previous Maddens, this thing's all over but the crying. In this Madden, it's not, because onside kicks are like 20 to 30%.
Are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship.
Pacheco, well done, sir. Yeah, I remember that's Gilmore. He's in man, so just buy a little bit of time. You can throw it this way. Yeah. And I got jukebox on him. I got jukebox on him.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's wide open. It actually does not benefit me to score whatsoever. Scoring there only helps him. Good game, guys. Guys, one away from the bowl, my friends. 1 away. He's back in his like 14th straight AFC championship, it feels like. And we're 1 game away from the bowl. Honestly, Rice and Rice both are huge reasons why. Good job.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
Good game, my friend. GG's. We're moving on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, from the playoff blizzard, I think we will gain a little bit of momentum. That game, we got into trouble before half. It was a really close game, and then after half, we just played good ball. As simple as I can put it, I just didn't really make mistakes. I don't know how the other game's going at the moment. I don't know who we would play. On the other side, it's going to be either Luke TSAP versus the Atlanta Falcons. We got the Bills or the Texans, both excellent teams. It's going to be CJ Stroud or Josh Allen. You can see this Final Four. This is a pretty realistic playoffs in the AFC. 1 win away. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, what more can we ask for? Honestly, truly, what more can we ask for than Chiefs Bills for a trip to the dance? Oh my gosh, let's get it. Okay. AFC Chip, this guy beat me. I will say when he did beat me, I was kind of, in a way, trying to stat pad to win an award that I did end up winning. So, but that's not to use that as an excuse. This guy is really good. We get +1 speed with Justin Reed, which is awesome. He's a good player. He knows what he's doing. He's going to make good plays this game. I kind of know a little bit about some of the things that he likes to do, but he's also unpredictable in that way as well. Like, he's not going to make a ton of mistakes. He's going to make good reads. I was going to try and sign a safety so I could put my user is good. But then I also feel like my safety up top is sometimes a bit of a, let me see. I would try and steal one of these dudes off there, just for a different user, because my user is just horrible, man. Lonnie Johnson isn't a horrible one. Change of direction, 88. Burgess. Lonnie Johnson's actually a decent user at 6'2". I'm going to sign Lonnie Johnson to the team. I played him in Madden once, a long time ago. Probably doesn't even remember, but it was a CFM. But I'm trying to think, if I do that, then I can put the other guy that I use, then I can put him as a true kind of strong safety, which is sort of what I want. I would rather him play up top. Let's see. This is what I'm this guy isn't really he's had a really good year, but I'd rather that be Brian Cook, TBH. And then I'd rather my sub linebacker instead of Brian Cook. I'd rather this be Lonnie Johnson now. That's kind of the only change that I'm going to make. Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson. Guys, all I can say is we're playing against the Bills. You find a way to win. I don't know how simple I can put this. The receivers are good, not great. We're going to play a little bump and run, man. We're going to blitz. We're going to try and get pressure. AFC Chip. Let's go. Chris. It's all right. Good flag. I remember last game kind of what he liked to do. I don't think he likes to blitz. But I'm going to save that. I'm going to just make sure to see. Yeah, that's great pocket by him. Excellent pocket by him. I don't think he loves the blitz. I think I have a good chance to win if I can get even one mistake. There's no chance. Good drive. Good drive, Josh. Dang it, dude. Holy moly.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Nice catch, Rice. Surprised he held on to that. Moderately surprised that he held on to that, just given the KO that was present. I thought there was a decent chance that was going to be a drop. Good job, Pacheco. Problem is he's got KOs ever so. I think I need to really key in on the fact that on big time situations, clutch situations, he's got KOs. So I need to be really, really, really aware of him at all times. Good job, Isaiah.
From midfield, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right.
Got him. Go, Travis. When in doubt, Travis Kelce, baby.
Mahomes now to throw, buying time to his left.
Got him.
Him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure.
Dot. I don't think he's got great defense for Travis. I don't think he's got great Travis defense. I'm telling you right now, Josh Allen, you want to beat me? You better score every single time. Well, actually, I don't want to jinx myself, but you better score.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Bro, is Josh not making the most unbelievable on-the-run throws you've ever seen right now? Oh, gosh. Allen is just like on the run, every arm angle. It's ridiculous right now. I feel like we're close-ish to a stop. It's just, he's just not letting that happen right now at all.
Allen gonna throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. From midfield, here's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep.
Here comes the onside kicks. You gotta know kind of what you're playing. He's gonna onside here and just hope that he gets the ball back or he takes the ball from me. Good job, Bryce.
Now Mahomes.
This is actually huge.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Huge. When in doubt. When in doubt, it's going to Travis. When in doubt, I promise you, I can tell you where that ball is going. Every single time. When in doubt, that ball is going to Travis Kelce. Oh my gosh. Good play, Travis.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left. Throwing now is
Mahomes. Rice! What a play! He breaks the tackle too? Oh my gosh. And the broken tackle is crazy. Okay, this is the issue. I'm going to tell you guys the issue right now. I can either kick this or I can play his stupid game. I'm going to kick it. I'm going to play my own game. I've scored on both possessions. I'm going to play my own game in this situation and just hope that we can get a stop. He's had some wild throws. To his credit, he's thrown some dots. I got to give him credit. He's had some really excellent throws. But at some point, it's got to stop. At some point, it's got to stop. What are we doing? He went out of bounds anyway. That might have been stupid. Yeah, I think it could have been dumb. I'm curious to know what he does here, but that could have been dumb. Nope, that was dumb. I think we could hold him because he didn't want to score. Dang. To me, that's a low IQ move. To me, that's a low IQ move. He didn't take his points when he had him because he wanted to kill the clock. Then he gets stopped. That could be all we need, guys. That could be all we need.
Try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Looking left side and it's on 1st down, Mahomes. It's on the ground. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Dot.
Mahomes to throw once more. That's going to be caught. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's intercepted. And his guys have got it back.
Now it's supposed to go to Brendan Rice. He just threw it right in the crowd. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let's make up for that. That was supposed to go to Brendan Rice on the drag. Oh, you've seen me throw that 100 times. Bro. Oh my gosh.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Good job, Trav.
Secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
We gotta get points. I gotta take the lead. There's not really another way to put this. I just feel like I need to take the lead here.
Mahomes gonna throw.
He's got double me activated, by the way. If you're wondering why I threw that, he's got double me.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That play's killing me. That play is killing me.
On second down, here's Mahomes.
Oh my gosh!
Mahomes now to throw.
I had me, Cole. Okay. Whatever, take the tie game and play defense. I deserve it. I deserve it. I 2 opportunities in a row that I've totally messed up by just trying to do way too much. Oh my gosh. Stupid.
It's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run.
Oh my gosh.
And he's taken down right at the 45.
McDuffie. We were close. Shoot!
So the big play moves him
Can't be taking threes. That last drive, I cannot take threes like that.
Now Allen. Man open down here. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get about to throw. It's Allen.
Nice job! Good job, 20. What are we doing, man?
So they're going for it, and here's
Come here! Oh, okay. Now we hold the cards, dude. Now we hold the cards. Do something with them, though. We gotta do something with them.
Likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates, and boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Well done, Pacheco.
For the cutback and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Vail.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him. Mahomes to throw it.
Shoot, I messed up.
Coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply.
Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I am so dumb for that. Shouldn't have done that. I needed like 5 yards, but I wasn't going to say no to it. I saw it open. That's on me. Now you got depleted right there. Oh, gosh.
Here's Allen.
So dumb. I don't know where my user was going.
To throw is Allen. Flush to his right.
Oh my gosh!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush.
Caught it.
It's a touchdown. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point.
Looks like he's going to take 3. Interesting. We're going to OT, everybody. Oh my gosh. I thought for sure he was about to go for that. We're going to kick.
Things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
I promise you I'm going for that hit stick, dude.
Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end.
What? Oh my gosh. Good defense.
Along with his offensive line, when you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. But it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They are in a field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Seattle, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone.
Oh, gosh. Okay. It's going to come down to this, man. I got no answer for the Bills.
They're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his times. This game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep their season alive. Down 7 in overtime. They'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on second down. Mahomes.
Nice catch, Nicole.
And in this moment, they need to play the best they have all season, and they certainly appear to be ready to rise to the occasion.
Oh, my gosh.
34-yard line. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Mahomes will throw.
Got.
That blocked and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's Pacheco.
Oh, my gosh.
Going backwards here. All the way.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that was not it. That run was not it. Sometimes running is the right move, you guys. Sometimes it's not. That was a situation where it was not.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Kelce dumbed out. Kelce dumbed out on his cross. Okay, I'm adding a phone thing in the video because I want you guys to see this, okay? This is why I'm so upset right now. Crosser. So he's moving on this crosser. He's supposed to run this way across the field. Running backs on this. Ideally, I'm waiting for his user. Now watch what Travis Kelce does. So his user goes with the running back. So when his user goes to the running back, boom. I know I have the crosser. This guy's gonna be behind, and I can click on and throw it right about here. I can throw this crosser. Watch what Kelce does. He randomly runs out the back of the end zone. So he's here, boom, throw it. It's gonna end up right, like you see all this space? This space right here, this is the touchdown. Yes, triangle was open as well. Was not expecting triangle to be that open, but I was worried a little bit about a KO depending on when I throw that. But yeah, I technically 100% had that. But the fact that he ran out of the end zone, that's why I'm so mad. You can see by how hard I'm hitting my keyboard. I had Travis Kelce on a crossing route. And watch this. Watch this crosser right here. He just runs to the end zone. He totally dumbed out. So he's on a crossing route, and he just totally runs into the end zone. Instead of finishing the route right here, which is where I'm throwing it, he runs out the back of the end zone. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Guys, what a season. Oh man. Good GG's to the Bills. GG's to the Bills. Oh my gosh. Oh, GG's, guys. Dang. Okay. Year 1, we did not accomplish the goal. Fell short. I messed up. I had the win with 17-17. I needed to kill the clock and just take 3. I let him have that time left. And by doing that, I sold the entire freaking game. Let's go look at our Super Bowl things. I'm upset. I'm sorry, guys. That was a heck of a game, but I am so sorry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. Brendan Rice does get an upgrade. He's going to go up to Superstar. 2 Superstar devs. 78 overall. Dang it, guys. I'm still a little shook from that game. It felt like one that I needed to win. I felt like we should have been in the bowl. He played good, but we got stops when I'm at. We don't get any other development upgrades, which is unfortunate. Latu, Trent McDuffie. Still, I was hoping maybe he would have something, but I don't believe he has anything. He's gonna stay bronze. I think we got to just continue to try and rebuild the defense a little bit. In the offseason, we got 2 superstars at receiver, both named Rice, which I think is really fun. Both young. Kelce most likely is going to retire, would be my best guess. is that we may lose Kelce. Mahomes with another excellent year, but we are not going to be passing or chasing Brady today, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, I suck! I'm so mad at myself because literally in so many of those situations, I made a dumb decision. How a crosser runs out the end zone like that, I can't really control that, obviously, but at the end of the day, I'm allowed to be frustrated by it. I think next year I would focus on Pacheco, certain things, different, like all that, but overall, it was just the only way you can look at this season is a giant failure. Mahomes would have won that game. I suck. That was just an absolute dumpster fire. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I was hoping McDuffie or one of these guys would get something, but they didn't, unfortunately. At the end of the day, I just sold. There really isn't a better way to say it. I just totally freaking sold. I'll probably hop back on here to talk re-sign once the Super Bowl is over. I apologize, guys. That was bad. Ladies and gentlemen, the Atlanta Falcons ended up winning the Super Bowl. Crazy because they won an art, but the thing that I really got to talk about, there's someone you're not going to see anymore. Guys, this is about to get interesting. We just lost our security blanket. Travis Kelce, after an unbelievable career at the age of 36, I believe, ends up calling it a quits after that horrible... Oh, I'm so salty about it. Oh my gosh, I'm so salty about it. After that tough end to the season. Now, the good thing is going into this year, we got Rice and Rice. So I love that. I love that we have Rice and Rice on this side of the ball. That's fantastic. Jones keeps his X factor. I was a little bit worried about that. Obviously, we didn't get anything here. I was hoping for maybe something on this side of the ball. But now we officially got to talk about some things. I think I'm so conflicted, and I have a little bit I got to accept. I think if I negotiate with Trey, I'm very close. I am stupidly close to being able. I don't think you can get rid of Trey Smith. Not with a straight face. I can't get rid of Trey Smith. It just does not make sense. Yo, where do I sign? Can somebody just let me know where I can sign? Scantling frees us $10 million in space. I could also potentially restructure a deal. Did that actually get us money though, or is that just going to be next year? Okay, if I offer him this, I can't. I got to offer him a low ball. What is Trey Smith what can I get him for? 18 is actually better than what he wanted. Yeah, I'm going to franchise tag him. Okay, Trey Smith has been franchise tagged. Then I'm going to accept the options of Trent McDuffie and George Karlaftis. Yeah, I'm going to accept both of those options. Okay, so we lose Kelce. We retain a couple of these guys, which is good. I'd like to negotiate with Harrison, but I'm broke, dude. I'm freaking broke. We have no money. I know it seems weird to put all your money into your line. I just didn't really want to see a world where those guys weren't my linemen. I just really... Oh my gosh, you went up to Superstar! Yes! Yes! That's a win! That's a win! That's a win! Say it with me. That's a win! That's a win! Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay, if you made it to here, comment #CreedHumphrey. No one will know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Boom! Love this game. I was mad, now I'm happy. Just seeing that Superstar, that's amazing. Creed Humphrey, I'm glad. You got to protect your quarterback, man. Trey Smith is on a 1-year deal. Okay, we got to figure out how we're going to do without Travis Kelce. Goodbye, Travis. I will miss you. We have an off season. We have $0 whatsoever. Nothing. I'm upset. I'm angry. I cannot believe that should have been me. But it will be me next year. Brendan Rice, we got a lot to build around. Please kill the like button for episode 2. Guys, with that all being said, peace.